I love it. Crack open that.
Oh, why is that? Okay, yeah, maybe. Okay. YouTube
Exactly what she said.
song. Okay, Harry Roy and his orchestra. My Girl's Pussy, 1931.
Sometimes that's what happens. Okay. Chalk it up, my dudes.
Yep. You look up.
I'm so tired of chalking things up, though.
I know, right?
Girl's Pussy. All right, let's go to Lyrics Playground.
Let's check out them lyrics.
Why is everything left super?
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, my Girl's Pussy is a great song.
So it's kind of long, but so these
Okay.
people are trying to drag their galleon over the island.
How do they know?
Yep.
How do?
So they got two people that they're attaching the harpoons to with barrels, and they're moving backwards. It's coming. That's fucking awesome. That'd be a sight to fucking see. You're sailing along and you see a galleon in the middle of the fucking island.
That is great.
That's hilarious.
All right, so My Girl's Pussy by Harry Roy. There's one pet I like to pet, and every evening we get set. I stroke it every chance I get. It's my girl's pussy. Seldom plays and never purrs, but I love the thought it stirs. But I don't mind because it's hers, my girl's pussy. Often it goes out at night, returns at the break of dawn. No matter what the weather's like, it's always nice and warm. It's never dirty, always clean. It gives me thrills, never mean. But it's the best I've ever seen. It's my girl's pussy.
I like it.
I bring tidbits that it loves. We spoon like two turtle doves. I
Tidbits?
take care to remove my gloves when stroking my girl's pussy.
I fucking love it.
Now imagine that in like 1930s jazz music.
I fucking want to hear it.
I mean, you have the internet, right?
I'll listen to it one day.
No, you won't. Don't.
Don't you fucking
Yeah.
lie to me.
Don't kid yourself.
You know, I don't think. You know, what's even point of doing these preambles anymore? Because like nothing's gonna beat last week. Nothing's gonna beat last week's preamble.
Well, the preamble that no one can hear for this week was pretty spectacular, and just know that it was, and take our word for it. That's good enough. I do have pictures that I took pictures of the two thing, James. I'll send them to you. I'll post them on Twitter.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
A great business opportunity.
What are you guys
Exactly.
talking
Great
about?
business opportunity.
No, he was saying how he doesn't know why we do the preambles because it's nothing's gonna beat last week, and I said our preamble that no one heard was absolutely amazing, and just take our word for it.
It was pretty decent, I must say.
Got a business opportunity for you.
Yo, I got a business opportunity for every single. It's gonna make you millions and billions of dollars.
It's gonna make you and all of your friends rich.
I started off in a little shanty, and now I live in a mansion with a 10-car garage.
That the company paid for it.
I read
guys.
13 books a day.
Hey guys, look at my Lamborghini and Maserati right here in my big old mansion.
But
Would
none
you
of that even
believe-
matters at all.
No, I got knowledge. Would you imagine that 10 weeks ago I had nothing but $2 to my name?
God bless America.
Well, that all changed once I learned out about multi-level marketing.
Exactly. Not a scheme.
The tagline for multi-level marketing should be multi-level marketing, totally not a pyramid scheme.
Completely different looking than a pyramid. It's fucking hilarious.
Two-dimensional. This is two-dimensional.
Exactly.
Like money.
Fuck yeah, it is. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
True.
Yeah, see, we're not kind of not great because we're not listening to we're not learning about sexual education with Mario and Gordon Ramsay.
No?
No, fortunately.
That
It would
was a
be
pretty
like-
good one.
I mean, I wish.
Who doesn't want to have sex education from Mario? It's me, it's Mario. Woohoo!
Hello,
Bitch.
Mario. Hello, my name is Luigi. And I'm going to be talking to you about sexual education. Well,
Gosh.
why not about it? Let's get a whole heap of spaghetti pile of knowledge. Whoa, Luigi, what in the ravioli rigatoni is that? Yeah, I don't know what that is. This is the male penis and testicle. Such a fucking good video.
What the fuck you say to me, you little shit? Mario's talking to you,
Penis.
James.
What, male penis and testicles?
Exactly. See that face he's looking? His mouth is open. He was like, ooh. He wants to know more.
Ooh, ravioli.
What's wrong, Trevor? What'd you do?
Yeah, but
Hold on one quick moment. God damn it.
I just saw that look, and it's just like a look of like, yeah.
It's only game. Why you have to be mad?
What is going on? Why don't I have my... I went to hit the... Hold on.
Ravioli, ravioli.
Why is it like this?
Is your stream all messed up?
Just when I hit the stream button, it doesn't go to the... What is going on? Why is it like this? There it is. This is what I was looking for. Why is it like that, though?
Because you touch yourself at nighttime?
because Jesus doesn't love you.
Oof.
It's the,
Damn.
Got him!
Got him.
my stream key's all messed up.
Good old
But I got
fucking,
fixed. I'm fixing it right now.
good old fucking Streamlabs.
Well, I'm ready whenever Jeff's ready.
Good for her.
I'm
Wait
just
for her.
making the
Oh,
the
all
one
right. Well,
thing
I'm
that's so
live.
good whenever.
Oh.
Didn't ask me for the stuff it usually does. It just. Okay. I'm ready to start whenever you guys are. I've already started.
Okay. Fucking Streamlabs.
I love it.
Right out.
What a what a
Let's
shit.
Do the countdown, anyways. Let's do the countdown.
Fucking let's make it happen.
Well, I guess
Okay.
preamble end.
Yes. And then New Age begins in
The end of the
five,
preamble.
4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 80, level 80 of the Level Unlock podcast. Huge milestone. 80 weeks in a row. Absolutely crazy. It's been a long time. Very, very long
Since you looked
time.
at me.
It is. Uh I'm back. I missed last week. Nate decided he's gonna go back on a world tour, so he's like, I'm good for now. I got my 1 week vacation in. Time to go party. And we lost James.
Lost
And
me.
now
Work,
James
work
is
in progress. We're getting there.
almost back. Little
It's fine. You need to
technical
see me load the entire time.
difficulties to
Yeah.
start here. If you need to exit and back out, feel free.
Probably.
And then momentarily we will resume
Maybe
commission here. Wah wah wah.
not. Oh wait, I know why.
One thing was up. Makes sense.
Hold on. Hey, there you go.
Hey,
So
and he's back.
fucking whatchamacallit wasn't really working, so logic capture wasn't really liking me. Wasn't liking my
I gotcha.
computer, so I had to eat that. What if I
Oh,
like
good
it?
shit.
But
Welcome
it
back.
doesn't matter.
Big week actually this week. Surprisingly, there was we got a surprise Nintendo event, not Nintendo, PlayStation event.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck Nintendo are you talking about there, bud?
PlayStation event. We got the world's largest app in the world. Fucking under a bunch of scrutiny. We have
Dead.
quite a bit of stuff going on right now. We got some controversy. We got some.
Wait.
Controversy.
We got some.
Alright. Wait, somebody said something.
We got a lot going on, and stay tuned for a pretty good episode. How's everyone doing? What's
Walker, before we
Yeah,
start,
what's up, man?
before we start,
Yeah.
are we gonna talk about Mulan?
I have it.
Okay, good,
I-
because I have a lot of things to say about
Yeah.
Mulan. I
Yeah.
have a
Oh yeah, we
lot
have
of
some
thi- I
we got some
have
movie news too.
So much stuff to talk about Mulan.
Yeah, we got some I forgot. Yeah, we got some decent movie news as well as box office numbers that are actually going to blow you away. The top box office movie, just a hint, made an amazing $300,000 in the movie theater this weekend. It's number one box office. I can't confirm or deny it until later, but also too, before we actually get, thanks for bringing us back, James. As always, if you'd like to be part of
No.
what the fuck?
Sorry. I accidentally I unplugged my keyboard, which in turn unplugged my mouse, and I'm like trying to fiddle around to get my mouse to work, and I click, and as I move my mouse over and click, it hits the X button on a Chrome. So now
That's
everything's
funny.
closed out.
As always, if you'd like to become part of the Unlock Nation, the Lock Big Nation, you can do so at the one and only patreon.com/level unlock podcast and follow us on all the socials where you will find amazing business opportunities to grow and become billionaires.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to sell toothpaste to your friends at a party.
And eventually end up owning your own rehab centers. We have the business plan rolled out, and you don't even know. Stay tuned.
People are gonna be so fucking confused.
Check us out on Twitter, and you'll know what's happening here soon. So, for business opportunities, you can find us on Twitter. We're gonna do it early. What, James?
Sure, Level Unlock Podcast. It's LVL Unlock Pod at
There you
LVL
go.
Unlock Pod.
So yeah, business opportunities coming your way, boys and girls, and every other person who watches this podcast. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So check that out after the show for further information on that side. So what's everyone up to? How's everyone been? It's been
Popping.
what's popping? What's new? How about you, James? What's going on, bro?
You know. Mark, what's up with you?
Exactly.
All right, so I mean, I played Fall Guys. We all
Yeah.
It's fun. Fall Guys. It's a solid game. I really like it.
Got some
also
crazy news on
played-
that game.
Yeah, I do too. I also played Cyber Hunter. And I played Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Yeah, you did.
Games.
Yeah. So fun fact, you remember how I was saying I was gonna play on the PS4 to be in the big boy circuit?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? One of the updates for Power Rangers that happened before I started playing was crossplay with Stadia. So I was already in the big boy circuit.
That's funny. Little
So
secret update right there.
started off. That's literally what the only thing the update did was add Stadia crossplay. That's it. Nothing else.
That's funny.
So I play on PS4 for the first time. This is my alt account, I guess, now, where everyone thinks I'm gonna be trash. Fucking made it up to gold 3 right off the bat.
That's awesome.
Which is where
Jeez.
it was on the Stadia version. I am one
I'm
level
so proud of you.
below
I knew you
top,
could do it.
and then don't I get fucking bodied like
That's how it goes.
I did a nice stream that I called Games I'm Actually Good At. And you know what happens? I get fucking bodied in both of the games. In Cyber Hunter, which I thought I was good at, and fucking Power Rangers thought I was good at. No, I just get bodied the entire time. It was terrible. I loved it. I was getting a little salty at the end. Other than that, I played like 15 minutes of Final Fantasy 14 this week.
There you go.
So that's cool. Oh,
Dan.
oh! I was gonna say, Mark, what about you? But no, I forgot.
Fuck you, Mark.
So not, yeah, fuck you, Mark. Just
You
kidding. I
gotta
love you,
pay.
man. You're the best. So, you guys know how
Expensive.
I've been watching Food Wars, Shogeki no Soma.
Yeah.
And how I've just been blazing through that show and loving every minute of it. Well, I decided to get back into watching the live action version of that show.
Oh.
Hell's Kitchen.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen is just the live action version of that show. Every time I'm just waiting for Gordon Ramsay to like cut into something and there being like this huge explosion and just his hair starts flying back and he goes, "The umami in this dish is too intense." And then he goes shirtless or something. I'm just waiting for it.
Like a flame starts
Every single time he eats something delicious, I just look at it and go, "The umami in this dish is fantastic." There's
I
so
love
much
it.
umami in this. And I'm watching these guys cook, and I'm just waiting. I'm fucking waiting at the edge of my seat every single time, waiting for someone to be like, "This helps bring out the flavor or the umami of the dish." And I'm just waiting for it so I can just pop off super hard, and I can retire from the show.
I fucking love it.
Guys, if I ever grace Hell's Kitchen with my presence,
You need to.
promise every single one of you that I will become the anime protagonist of the show. I am going to be an anime protag.
I fucking love it.
I hope that. I wish you the most success in all of your endeavors with this.
Thank
I could see
A
it.
hard place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I got the power of friendship on my side.
Heart of the
And
fucks.
a latent hidden ability called Deus Ex Machina to get me through.
Heard of this?
You got to do sometimes, man.
Hey, Mark, what did you do this week?
Played a bunch of Fall Guys, I guess. Yeah,
You and everyone else.
yeah, I played that. Went to work. Let's take a look at the games that I played. Played some Destroy All Humans. They put out an update this week that broke the game.
Nice.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
Grounded did that too, by the way.
just doesn't run anymore. We played some Grounded as well.
It's not that broken, but they did an update that broke the water catcher thingies don't work. The mushroom
Oh, those
farms
things?
do not work.
Oh,
clay seems to not want to respawn back in.
Nice.
Yeah, bugs
Are
Walking
fucking still a
along
I guess
pain in
you
the
can
dick.
say. I guess you can say that game has a lot of bugs.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Yeah. Wow.
Laugh, damn it.
Yeah.
Ah!
uh, yeah, I didn't play too many crazy games this week. I guess I played some Overwatch too. Um, so, yeah, let's played a new an indie game called Littlewood for a few hours. That's kind of like a cheaper version of Animal Crossing, but it's a lot easier and more
Oh yeah,
relaxing.
how is that?
It's a lot easier and more relaxing. it's it's
So
like
put.
Animal Crossing, sort of, kind of. So at least the part that I'm in, I'm only like an hour or two into. It's like people randomly show up from day to day after you finish gathering and doing whatever you want to do with your place, like terraforming it or moving trees or cutting down trees or gathering resources and whatnot. And there's just like random people that gather into your town. They're like, "Hey, I want to move here. Can you find a place to put my house?" And then you do that, and then they have a house there, and then you start building like a town and settlement and stuff. And then as that happens, you start getting like places to buy things, so you can start like unlocking furniture and building that. And you could change the landscape to be however you want it to be. And it's a really relaxing and kind of cool game for I think for like $15. Like
So
it
it scratches that Animal Crossing itch, I take it?
kind of. It doesn't. It's still. It definitely has an indie game sort of aspect to it. Like, there's not a lot of like to it. Is the best way to put it. Like, it's just kind of. I'm not gonna say a boring game, but it's just really relaxing. Like,
Okay.
there isn't a lot of urgency to do anything, and then a lot of days there's a definite point where you're gonna be like, "Yep, I don't have anything else to do." So you just go to bed and go to the next day, and then you're like,
The exact opposite of Majora's Mask,
yeah.
where every day is stress inducing.
Yeah. Or even like thinking of like similar games like Stardew Valley, for example, is a pretty close game to it. Uh,
I love me my
even that,
Stardew Valley.
even that can get stressful whenever you're like mining at like 1 a.m. and you're like, all right, I got all this energy, but I gotta make it back to my house before I randomly just disappear or pass out.
what's the name of the game?
Littlewood.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's an indie game. It just recently appeared, and I was interested in it, so I picked it up. But if that sounds interesting to you, I definitely recommend checking it out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I did this week, at least as far as I can remember.
Nice, nice, nice.
It looks just like Stardew Valley. Or I guess more of like an 8-bit Stardew Valley. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I saw it come up on like one of the front pages of Steam, and I was like, hey, that looks kind of cool. And yeah, and
Ooh, it's on GOG.
what's up with you, Walker? How was your week? Fuck.
Uh, pretty good. Well, recapping from last week that I missed. My birthday was on Saturday the 1st. It's a bunch of the stuff that day, actually. It was actually a rather eventful day. One, got a massage. That was really good. I usually hate massages because I feel like they don't do anything. So it was actually rather nice to have one that actually did. And I did,
Did you get a deep tissue massage?
I did.
Ooh, that must have hurt like a son of a bitch, but then felt amazing.
Oh, it did, 100%. Did you guys ever hear of,
I'm so jealous.
um, deprivation tanks?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did one of those.
Oh.
Oh,
How
So,
was that?
Did you? How did that?
Yeah,
How did
right
that
after
go?
the massage. It's very, very, very interesting.
This is a
Uh,
sensory deprivation tank.
Yep, sensory deprivation tank. Yeah, you just sit there and you float in pure darkness. So it's weird. So I had my eyes closed, open my eyes. There's physically no difference. I honestly felt like I could sleep with my eyes open because there was literally no difference in terms of like the darkness between my eyes shut and open. Um, and you're literally just sitting there floating with you and your thoughts. It's it's an experience. Um, everyone I
Is
think
it
has their own
though?
ex-
Is it different than just sitting? It does it. I've wondered about this. Is it legitimately different than just sitting, laying at home in bed in total darkness?
Yeah, because it's like you have a lot of stuff that it depends how like calm you are and how calm your mind is, but like a lot of stuff kind of goes through your mind. It's used for it's supposed to be a zen. It's supposed to like a form of relaxation and energy, where some people fall asleep, some people have visions of like certain things that like they're supposed to do or want to do.
I'd pass the
Um,
fuck out.
yeah.
That's fair.
Um,
I would think that you'd be inclined to fall asleep. Did you get it? Was like, did any of those sensations start
I
to kick
tried, but I
in?
couldn't. Um, Time almost seems to stop. You do it for 55 minutes and you're just sitting there in pure darkness, no sound. The only sound that's there is whenever you move, the ripples in the water. Um, so it's completely soundproof. There's no color, no nothing, and your body doesn't touch the ground or anything. It's it's
Because
wild.
those things are like, isn't it? You lay in water with a bunch of salt in it, and that's what
Yeah,
like,
it's water with a lot of Epsom salt. So
and
that's
you're
the
just in
Epsom salt
straight
makes you float.
darkness.
Yep. Yep. You get into the tank.
Didn't they say that sometimes like you see into the darkness and there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like donuts
Sometimes the
and
darkness
potato
looks back.
chips
Yep.
and
So it's
candy bars.
um, rule of thumb: don't listen to a Hamilton soundtrack before you go into one of those, because
Why?
because all I kept thinking was like in between like random thoughts, the movie Hamilton would start playing in my brain. I'm like, oh my god, would just fucking stop. This is
Trying to focus here in my
yeah.
sensory deprivation tank.
Like I'm not trying to fucking watch Hamilton in my brain. Uh, but it was relaxing. I got out of the tank and I'm just kind of like especially when you breathe in like regular air for a while, because it's just kind of like at that point I felt like I felt very relaxed. I'm like wow, okay,
Yeah, literally everything is blocked out.
yeah. So people have like some, like I said, the one lady was telling me that sometimes they have visions. Um, they see things, they relive something from the past that they forgot, and there's a whole different. Everyone has a different experience, so um, I didn't have anything like too overwhelming. Uh, I don't even really know what I even fucking envisioned. It
You're
was it
sitting there
was
waiting for your turn, and then somebody starts screaming in the other room.
eh, um it was a
Too
bunch of
real,
it
man. Too real.
kind of like I rethought about like stuff from like my past and stuff like that of like me working out and things along. I thought about that kind of stuff, like that kind of came up like of stuff I used to do and what I could be doing. Like I thought a bunch of that like okay, what do I need to change in my life? Like I reflected on a lot of that stuff because I've had a lot of like stress in my life. Not like anything bad, but it's just I wanted to do that to kind of like zen, to kind of remove all the stress and stuff, and it
I mean,
works.
don't work in retail for a decade and not walk away with some
Baggage.
Yeah.
mental handicaps. Yeah.
So it was very interesting, and then followed that up with ending the night in a rage room. So going from
Oh, so
a
the
rage
exact
room,
opposite.
yeah.
This, I'm not gonna lie. It actually sounds like you had a wonderful day. You started with. Did you start? Let me ask you this: Did you guys start with a nice meal?
We did, yes.
Started with a nice meal. Went and got massages. Did a sleep deprivation,
Sensory.
sensory deprivation thing, and then ended it all in a rage room.
Yep.
Isn't
So
that the thing where you smash stuff?
this is me smashing uh um a fucking fan, just going to town on the fan, and I annihilated this thing
Love
like to
it.
no end. Like my sole goal was to take that fan and break it into many pieces as possible, and I did. Sorry, there's screaming in the.
It sounds like your kids are in the rage group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your kids
Going
are
on in the background.
rage room.
Um, they have glass bottles and stuff like that. You just go ham. Yeah, it's it was fun. It was wild.
Gentlemen, I don't know why we don't. Why do we not have one of these here, guys? Like, come on, it's right in. The answer's right in front of us.
Yeah, that was that. Honestly, that's an amazing concept. Like, and they have other shit. They just leave it in there. They just keep piling on top of it. So that smashed fan, whatever parts are left, will be there for anyone else who wants to come in. And that was just fucking. My arms hurt just from fucking as hard as I could. Like my hands hurt the next day, but it was awesome.
Did you have
And
to
then
sign like release forms and stuff?
yeah, if you get hurt and stuff, it's not their fault. And there's another room there where you throw paint at each other. So they give you two canvases.
What is this place?
That's
Did all of these things happen in the same place?
yeah, the ones it's called Breaking Point. So we did the rage room, but the other room is you get two canvases that you put on both sides of the wall, and you just get buckets of paint that you just pick up and throw at each other, and then you create a canvas on the things, or you don't pay attention to the canvases at all and just fucking throw paint at each other. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. We're thinking about doing that for my son's birthday.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Bring these here.
Yeah.
Bring these here would work really
That
well.
after I did that, I felt more relaxed in the sensory deprivation tank doing the rage room. Because it's literally like that fucking fan. I was literally going ham. Nicole went, she smashed the shit out of it too. She had a blast, and she unfortunately she smashed her finger, so that didn't help. But
Oh no.
but it was fun. It was a good time. And it was something different. So yeah, I did all that, and then
That sounds like a hell of a way to spend your birthday.
yeah, it's
It
actually
does.
it's really good.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And then my son started school this week, last week. So that's been a treat. So
Is it like a homeschooling thing, or is he?
yeah, it's actually his desk set up right there.
Look at
Um,
that knowledge.
yeah,
Knowledge
so
flourishes right in that spot there.
uh,
What you
it's
looking
only for supposedly the first 30 days until they decide if they want to go back to in-person learning. But we don't know yet for sure. We'll find out in the next towards the end of August, whether or not if it's safe or not for them to go back in school. If they do have to go back to in school, mask will be required until the end of the year, and then who knows how it'll go from there. So homeschooling with a kindergartner is interesting for sure. That's it's a different world to say the least. So the teachers, it's funny too because the teachers are freaking out just as much as the parents are. So there's uh that's pretty much, at least personal wise, I did played grounded, so that was fun. Me and Schroeder, Mark played too. When you got off, Mark, um, me and Schroeder went on a little bit of a spider hunt. That was actually pretty cool. We actually got decent at it, and then we got fucking wrecked by a wolf spider at the end of it. Destroyed half of
Figure
Schroeder's
out
base.
the strategy for those.
Yeah, it was fucking. It was outside the door, so we opened the one door to his base, and it just fucking starts eating the base and just ripping it apart, like and just shredding it. Fucking killed us a bunch of
Damn.
times. Um, so though that was a pain in the ass. And we did a bunch of Fall Guys. That was fun. It was
Now,
really the
this
only.
Fall Guy game, is that the one that you guys were playing the other day that looks like MXR, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge,
Yeah.
the Japanese show from the 90s where people would go running down the side of a hill at full speed, a whole army of Chinese
Yes.
people to topple and turn and fall and
Yeah.
get all
Yep.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
it's think of it, the best way I like to describe it is think of like Mario Party Battle Royale.
Yeah, it's
It
fun.
looks awesome, actually. Now, what is that? What is that for? Is that for the PlayStation?
PlayStation and PC.
Yep, but it's
PlayStation.
not cross compatible yet. They said during the next big update in the next month or so, in the next 2 months supposedly, the update will come out where it will be cross platform. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not free for Steam.
I'm tempted to buy it on Steam.
I
Just to
do.
Yeah,
support them.
yeah, and they will play with
It looks
Mark.
like a lot of fun. What is what's it called again?
Fall Guys.
Oh,
Just look at what's trending on Twitter. You'll find it.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
they got
I
a.
think a lot of people are playing it, right?
It's the.
Yeah.
I've got some news on it, so we won't really talk too much into it, but it's the most watched thing in the last year on Twitch.
Hmm.
Like that's how many people are playing it and watching it.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy. I forgot what else. Oh, today I watched these people play Apex Legends. I messaged you guys about it. So this team was just going ham. 3 games. They had 87 kills in 3 games. Fucking insane. I was like, Jesus, these guys are fucking annihilating these people. And this chick, though, because I was watching this girl named Lulu, and she's like, guys, I don't know why everyone's so butthurt and pissed off right now. It's okay. And I'm like, what is she like? People, and her chat's going crazy. It's and and her mods kept going, guys, if you don't stop, you're gonna be banned and getting kicked out. And she was like, man, everyone's so pissed off. Like, guys, I don't know. And she kept mentioning this, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. So come to find out, so the highest level in Apex on ranked is Apex Predator, and only 0.2% of people who play Apex are ranked at an Apex Predator. So 0.2. So you're looking millions of people, whatever 0.2% are Apex Predators. Um, whatever that calculates out to be, which is
Like
super
million.
rare. Yeah. Um, so that's a crazy, crazy, crazy uh, stat to be that highly ranked.
I
Come
wonder
to
if
find out,
Ninja's an Apex Predator. I bet you he is.
probably. Um, and come to find out that these 3 people were all Apex Predators who made new profiles, which restarted them at the beginning rank, and so they were ranked 0, going through the ranks to become an Apex Predator before the new season. So essentially, they came out and they were like, the mods were like, guys, all they're doing is they wanted to reset their stats to see if they could become an Apex Predator rank before the update on the 15th. And so they eventually were 3 of the top best players in the world starting over at the bottom to make their way back up before the new season.
See, that's
And
like
Wouldn't they just be like? Wouldn't they just grief the group they're with for that one round and then move on to whatever? Like you wouldn't play with them for very long if they're working their way up the ranks really, really fast.
yeah.
well, you're doing rankings, you still have to go through multiple rounds in bronze, you have to go through multiple rounds in silver, gold, platinum, apex, apex predators. So there's 6 ranking levels, and you have to do at least 10 to 15 games per per level, if not more. Because there's bronze 1, bronze 2, bronze 3, bronze 4, and then silver 1, silver 2, silver 3, silver 4.
See,
So
here's
there's
the thing.
24 ranking levels you have to go through.
Here's what I think about that. It's not something like Call of Duty, where if you start over, you start back having just absolute trash guns that could barely kill anyone, that could barely
Yeah.
kill a fly. So I mean, at least that's you still have your skill, but you kind of have a handicap starting off. This, you have absolutely no handicap.
Yep.
Like, what's the point of going from bottom tier trash to best in the world in, 5 days, 10 days, what have you, if you already did it before?
Yeah, that's where everyone was like that's what everyone was questioning. Why are you doing it just to
Yeah.
prove that you can do it? Like I don't understand the
Yeah,
concept
prove
here.
that you could do it.
Yeah. And so that's why everyone was pissed off because they were instead of letting low ranked players ranked up, these super high rank levels are coming in and just melting people.
Yeah,
And
and
that's where
then
everyone was pissed off. I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize that at first. I'm like, these guys are fucking insane. And then
yeah,
come to
and then
find out that was why.
and then I'm sure that will get people disinterested in the game.
Hmm.
Because, oh well, look at these stone cold fucking killers all in this game. I'm getting wrecked constantly. Why do I even play it?
Yep. Yeah, that wasn't when I was watching that. They were melting people. I'm like, this is insane how good these people are. Come to find out why they were so good. But
Smurfs.
that's all I got. What about you, Schroeder?
Yeah, man. Pretty decent week. Stayed busy for the most part. Got into there was that the Pokemon Community Day. It was probably one of the bigger highlights of the week. I went out to my buddy's place out there in the sticks and caught things around. It was a good time. It was Magikarp, which
Carp, Magikarp.
yep. Not a super common one, but you need like 400 candies to evolve it.
It's just
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, I already went into my big spiel on why I like the Pokemon Go last week, but just a lot more of that stuff. Other than that, just yeah, I played Grounded with you guys for a little bit. Um, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I put a lot more time into it over the last couple days, to be quite honest with you. I've actually been having a super good time with it. There's some mechanics in it though that are a little bit broken at the moment, like the water droplets on the rain catcher. The mushrooms aren't growing. Um, Clay seems to be. I don't know if it spawns in or not. But here's something fun. Did you know that if you put on a set of ant armor, you can actually run down into the ant holes in the ground and none of them will mess with you? You get
Oh,
a
that's
perk
pretty cool.
called yeah,
That's
you get
really
a
neat.
perk called the human ant. Or I think that's what it is. And none of
The
the ants will
human
bother
ant.
you, but it is still mildly sketchy.
Oh yeah.
Anxiety, yeah, a little anxiety down there.
So
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
guess you could do this. You would be able to do the same thing with spiders. I would assume.
Nope, spider cloth just makes you run a little quicker.
But like
Um,
if you had a full spider set.
nope, they don't care. Don't forget, spiders eat
Really?
spiders. Spiders are
Oh
nasty.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
oh yeah.
Spiders are the demons of the
Yeah,
earth
that's true.
that Mother Nature
That
didn't
is
make
true.
those.
Fucking
They came down
spiders.
on an asteroid and then
They need to
just started to
stop.
mutate from there. That's why we have spiders. Anyways, um, what else? I mean, I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it though. I upgraded. So in the game, ladies and gentlemen, you can. It's very much like Ark, where you can build a base, and then as you wander around the backyard, basically grounded. If anybody in the chat is unaware of what this is, it's basically. Think of Conan. I got Rob Gardner hanging out with us. He says it's like Conan. Think of Ark.
Mhm.
Think of the
Honey, I
Forest.
Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Had all of those type of games had a baby with Honey I Shrunk the Kids. So basically, it's a survival game like that, but you're in a backyard with kids,
Yep.
and you have to. So as you run around the map, occasionally you'll scoop up these little computer modules, and there's this little robot dude you give them to, and that's one of the ways you learn your blueprints, so that you can build better and better and better stuff. Um, well, I spent the last couple sessions literally just working on the base, building it out until they come out with updates that'll fix it. But I've watched them. I recommend if you guys are into the game, first off, definitely check it out. Just check it out. It's definitely cool. It's free with Game Pass. If you have PC and you do that whole $15 month thing with Game Pass, it's free on that. Um, and I don't know. It's pretty fun, but it is a little broken, like almost every other game that comes out anymore. Nothing comes
Especially
out
in
finished.
the open beta side of it, which is
Yeah.
because isn't it open beta?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It feels
Well,
like
early
it's
it
early
is.
access.
access.
Early access, yeah,
Is
that's what it
it?
is.
Okay, so that's what lets them get away with having an unfinished game like that all crazy. I don't know. I don't like that.
Yep.
I don't like I could see like a couple little things here and there, but when the game's like only 40% done and they release it, that just it
It's
Yeah.
kills the fire in me to want to play it, because then you go in and you play it and it's broken and you're like, ugh, it's
well,
broken.
you're buying into the
Funding it is the idea.
the idea of the game. It's kind of like Kickstarter.
Okay.
So think of it like Kickstarter. It's like you're buying into the idea of this game.
I wonder how someone goes about like, hey, Microsoft, we've been playing this a bunch. Here's our 2 cents. If you want to keep using like, we can beta test this more for you. Like how someone goes about like reaching out to them to like, hey, this is
What do
what
you?
we think and feel.
Well, there is a
You
whole
would have to
section in
contact.
Yeah, there's a section in the menus actually where it just says
Yeah,
give feedback.
yeah, that goes right to Obsidian.
I got you. I got you. Cause
But
that'd be
I
something
highly,
kind of cool.
yeah, I definitely recommend it. Grounded, it's a good time. It's got a lot of work to be done with it still, but it does look like I'll tell you what though, when it is finished, that game is going to be really cool. I look forward to,
Oh yeah.
bro. That game is going to be super duper dope when it is
It's
all
either going to
done.
be
Done.
really cool or just meh. I feel like
The only way it would be meh is if they just didn't do anything with it because it's already
that's
pretty neat.
yeah,
Yeah. If they just didn't
that's
update
the
it.
problem.
Yeah, if they stopped updating it entirely, but there's videos where they have like stuff that isn't. Uh, there's creative mode, and in creative mode, there's a lot more stuff. So they got like I'm pretty sure they got bees already in the game.
Mhm.
They got fish. There's a bunch of the next update's supposed to have, and this update's supposed to come out this August. So this month, there's supposed to be a bunch of aqua stuff they're adding to
Ooh,
it.
that's cool.
Um, I think
Yeah. I
it'd be
see.
fire.
I seen a
Fucking
picture.
hate it.
I'm looking at a picture now, and there's bees flying towards them. That'd be kind of
More
that.
gnats.
Yeah.
Gnats do more damage.
Bees.
Not the
You got to think
bee.
though, like the elements. I was telling Schroeder is like they have to do like little things too. They have to add elements to it, like rain and stuff, because
Yeah,
like in real life you have that. So
yeah. Rob Sayers saying the same thing. And he's will they give up on it's the question. Hopefully they don't, man. I think it's cool. I think it's a really neat concept, and worse shit has gone on to be finished. So they better not give up on this one. This one's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
He said
I don't
he
think they
spent the
will.
whole night building a base, and then the fucking spiders came in and smashed everything. Yep, so it works. My biggest thing lately has been ants just keep spawning in through because I have like I got my walls to my base, and the ants just keep spawning in, like somehow getting into the base. I literally have like two sets of walls there. And they're still somehow finding a way into the base. I think what happens is those little stupid black bugs get in, and then the ants follow them in somehow. Or I don't know. It drives me crazy. It's super irritating because then they start breaking things, and then I get mad and I start swinging at them, and then I smash something with my big fucking ant axe that I use. I don't know. Great game, 10 out of 10. I recommend. um, Other than grounded, that's about it, man. The gym thing a little bit more. I'm trying to Jedi that. I want to be more powerful, but everything hurts. I hate the gym. But
Me
I'm
too.
gonna try doing running and walking. Being outside, being healthy. Uh, there's been some movement, and I mean that's about it. Still want to start producing something. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Jeff, we need to
I got the microphone
brainstorm
set
a
up.
little bit.
I
We need
know.
to
What was it you
brainstorm
were
of
saying
ideas.
about making a movie or making a game?
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Okay, so stay tuned for that. That might be a thing.
got a business opportunity for you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, see you recruit two of your friends and they recruit two of their friends and then they recruit two of their friends and you have this nice pyramid of people that can buy your products and sell it out to other people.
Exactly.
I love it. Hey, real quick, as Rob brings it up, weren't you playing that Ghost of Shishumi?
Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't you playing that? How have you been
Yeah.
liking that?
Well, it's still fantastic. I haven't played it this week,
Okay.
but it's fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't seen any content on that really either.
Yeah, I need to get back into it.
But I think that's a boot it for me, guys.
Wad.
Okay.
Word. Word. Word.
There's probably other
Watching a
stuff.
video of what I don't know where this shit is of grounded, but there's a bunch of different stuff in the water. That I don't know. This video came out 2 days ago, and there's no way there's like mods for this game already, but I guess we'll see.
The internet is an interesting place, my friend.
It's
There's like an
made in
underwater
Unreal.
base.
Yeah, it's made in Unreal, so it's super easy to make mods for it.
I got you. Yeah, there's an underwater base, um, next to the oak tree. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Uh, Before we get into some news, though, anybody else got anything? Want to thank some of our good old Patreons, Mr. James.
I mean, I would love to. Let's
Appreciate it.
talk about our good friends Morgan and Jeffrey for donating to the podcast, helping us get Elon Musk on the show. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you very much. And as always, you can do so and be part of the Lockpick Nation at Level Unlock Podcast, which you would go to uh, patreon.com first, and then do /Level Unlock Podcast.
Okay,
once,
sure.
once again, that's patreon.com /Level Unlock Podcast.
Walker, usually doesn't the podcast run smoother when you're on it?
It
At
usually
least the
does, but
intro.
it's
It isn't just a complete fucking mess when I do the intro.
God damn it, I'm tired, okay? I have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning every
I'm
goddamn
tired
day
too.
now.
I'm on like 3 hours of sleep.
You know,
So let's dive in, boys. Let's start off with some good old movie news. Uh,
Can we just talk
Next-
about Mulan real quick first, just to get
Yeah,
my
let's
blood
fucking-
pressure up?
let's fucking dive in. So, as we all know, movie theaters aren't open. So, what are they gonna do? Okay, so we have two big movies that are supposed to be released from Disney. We have Mulan, the live action, as well as we have the Black Widow. So Disney was like, well, fuck, Mulan is supposed to be released this week, and we don't know what to do with it. So we're gonna release it to Disney Plus,
Sort of.
sort of. You can watch Mulan exclusively on Disney Plus for $10 a month, but you have to pay $30 to actually watch Mulan the movie, on top of your $10 a month subscription that you're already paying for Disney Plus, making this the most expensive rented movie in the history of VOD. $29.99.
Yeah, you get to keep it though as long as you have a Disney Plus subscription, right?
Correct.
All right. So let's talk about this for a second. All right. So
how many
for
times did you
10
buy Trolls?
Well, let's
At
talk
least like
about
4.
this for a second. All right. So Mulan,
Yeah.
a movie based off of a great animated movie from Disney. That's probably nowhere near as good as the original. Let's do a little segment I like to call things you should buy instead of Disney's Mulan. Middle Earth Shadows of War is only $8.50 at Best Buy right now. Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited Standard Edition is only $10 at Best Buy right now. Fallout 76
I mean,
is only $10 at
That's
Best
not
Buy
that
right now,
bad
and
now.
you get a free steelbook case.
yeah.
Are you serious? For real?
Yeah, for real, for reals.
That's awesome.
Yakuza 1 or 0 and Kiwami are both $10. Those get you easy 80 hours of story and another like probably 70 to 80 hours of extra content.
That's crazy.
You can't get that in Disney's Mulan.
Can't get that in Disney's Mulan. Death Stranding, Man Standing. Death Stranding from Genius Kojumbo on PS4 right now is $20
What?
at your
That-
local game store.
Shit,
And they put the cherry on top as to why
Sorry,
you should buy those on top of Mulan. So, a memorable character in that movie was Mushu, the lovable dragon played by Eddie Murphy. He is not in Mulan. As the director said, it did not make sense and it did not fit the story to have an animated character be placed inside of this movie. So
You know what
there is
also
no
didn't make
Mushu.
sense? You know what else didn't make sense?
Would also make sense.
Remaking fucking Mulan, that didn't make sense. Remaking The Lion King, that doesn't fucking make sense. Remaking Dumbo, even though it has the best actor in the world, Danny DeVito, in it, doesn't make fucking sense. Beauty and the Beast doesn't make fucking sense.
Exactly. So,
So don't put that shit out there saying, oh, putting my little animated Eddie Murphy dragon in this live action serious reboot of Mulan. Don't you dare fucking say that it doesn't fit the tone. Eat my asshole, you piece of shit.
I love you, James.
Go
And-
watch Parasite, you fucking cowards.
Exactly. And then you can
Instead, it's a better movie.
and then you cannot watch Mulan on Disney Plus September 4th.
Disney is basically making a case for themselves for me never to support them again. They're making it they're just saying, they're telling me straight to my face, hey, don't buy any of our stuff ever again. They do shit like this.
Well, if that doesn't grind your gears. So, who's seen Star Wars Rogue One?
I like Rogue One.
Yeah, well,
So, when with Rogue One, you would consider that kind of a prequel to Episode 6, Episode 1, depending on how you do the Episode 4.
Hope.
Sorry, yeah,
A New Hope.
A New Hope.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely a prequel to Episode 6.
So it's a prequel to New Hope. So it kind of tells the story how they got the plans to the Death Star.
Yeah.
So what would you say if they decided to make a prequel to Rogue One? It's the pre story.
They made it. It's called Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith.
But it takes place after Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
They really want people to know how the Death Star was made.
Yeah, it's called it's called Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2.
So they have just announced that they are producing and filming and writing the prequel to Star Wars Rogue One, which will then take place 15 years after Star Wars Revenge of the Sith and 5 years before Star Wars A New Hope. I mean, the Star Wars Rogue One. So they are making a prequel to a prequel movie about the Death Star.
We get it, guys. Okay.
Yeah,
Disney.
another Star Wars movie.
Disney, we get it. Nobody liked the sequel trilogy. Nobody liked it. I understand all those movies are trash. But you can't just keep going back to the same well, using the same shitty CG that you used before multiple times, and expect us to just eat it up.
Yeah. It is not said if the original cast will return that was starred in Rogue One, or if it'll be a different cast that then leads into the beginning of Rogue One. So they have not discussed the specifics on it, but they are indeed
Dreams
making.
Is only $20 right now at Best Buy for PS4. You have unlimited play potential with that game. Don't fucking go buy Mulan or see the new Star Wars movie. Play Dreams instead. Make your own fucking Star Wars movie.
Wait for that shit to come out on Netflix.
I like it. Going another direction, the other side of Disney is DC. So next week on the 22nd, next Saturday, it's called DC Fandom. So DC obviously has a very large slate of movies coming out in the near. Because of Comic-Con was canceled, they are doing their own thing. It is called Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. Jesus Christ.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars DC. It is called DC Fandom. So with that, it is a 24-hour online direct that is free for everybody. And throughout that 24 hours, you will have sneak peeks, select trailers, and announcements of games and movies that are coming out. In the mix, you will have an exclusive sneak peek at the Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman for the first time. You will have a look at The Rock's new movie, Black Adam, which is a sequel to Shazam, as well as you will have an exclusive trailer for the Snyder Cut of the Justice League, the long-awaited Snyder Cut that is coming out next year, as well as we are getting an open world game called the Suicide Squad. It is using the same dev and the same creators and the same engine as Batman and the Arkham Knight. So if you ever played those games, it's going to be the same premise, but with the Suicide Squad.
So it's going to get pulled off of Steam within weeks. Got it.
Probably. It does not say what characters you'll be able to play. Um, all it says is please come to the DC fandom, and we will have an exclusive sneak peek, an exclusive trailer for the game.
That's pretty cool. I really like those Arkham games.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
The way that they're like just the way the cities are laid out and
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
really like the Arkham games, the Spider-Man game on PS4 is identical, except starring
Really?
Spider-Man. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
probably a lot brighter
The combat
Yeah.
is the exact goddamn same. Swinging around New York City is probably some of the most. It's my favorite way of transportation right now in any game.
Gonna go on the Freedom Towers. Yeah, yeah. It's always at Batman, The Dark Knight. It's always super dark, while Spider-Man has day and night cycles. Uh, Next week it begins at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then will end at 10 a.m. on the 23rd.
Christ.
Yeah, it is 24 straight hours of DC amazingness. You
Wow.
can go to their website to see what celebrities will be hosted when, and when you will have sneak peeks and other things. As well as we may be getting a confirmation of the new Flash movie. So we'll see. But it is uh, everything slated DC, and it is rumored there will be a special guest appearance by Michael Keaton
Ooh.
to have him announce that he will be reprising his role as Batman for the Flash movie. Because it is rumored that the premise of the new Flash movie intersects the timeline for Michael Keaton's Batman specifically, and he goes back in time, messes with the timeline, and then brings Batman to his world, and then that intersects with
Huh.
Michael Keaton's Batman.
Weird.
Completely negating the fact that they're making the Batman, which is with Robert Pattinson. The DC world is kind of fucked, but no one's supposed to realize that. So,
There's no such thing as a DC universe.
nope, they nixed all that because Justice League flopped. Next
Everything's flopped.
couple things I have. Quentin Tarantino is rumored to be filming or directing the next 3 Star Trek movies.
Huh.
It is not confirmed whether or not if he will actually take it, but he said in an interview that he would like his last directed movies to be a Star Trek franchise. So it was slated that the new Star Trek was going to be restarted, as Star Trek Beyond basically was a huge flop because J.J. Abrams said, "Fuck Star Trek, I'm gonna go to film Star Wars instead," and went and did Star Wars and left Star Trek in the dust. So it wasn't that good. So now Star Trek, the next series, is still up in the air. It is rumored that
And imagine the feet shots, the alien,
alien feet.
shots that Tarantino would do.
Oh yeah, he has a huge
he's
foot fetish.
Huge foot fetish.
And what was that movie you just did? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Margot Robbie's.
Yeah.
There's a scene where her foot's like this.
Oh,
Like-
great! Now you're getting people excited.
Yeah, like
Just say
literally.
that for your OnlyFans.
Yeah, literally, her foot is.
And they're dirty feet too.
Yeah, they're dirty feet. Her foot's like this. You see her head, like literally how mine is, but her foot's right there in the screen. Like it literally covers up half the screen. Um,
That happens many a times.
yeah.
All of his movies.
Yep. So yeah, it's pretty bad. John Wick 5 has been confirmed, and it'll be filmed directly after John Wick 4, making John Wick 4 and 5 a continuous movie. They will be released 1 year apart from each other, but John Wick 5 will be a direct continuation to John Wick 4, kind of like 2 and 3 was.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
1,
They're
2,
all
and 3.
just- yeah, they're all
It's one
just
continuous
continuous.
story.
And then
Um,
4 is going to be a continuation of 3, and then 5 is going to be a continuation of 4. So
It is.
It's all one big like just continuous shot movie.
Yep. So yeah, number 5 will be filmed directly after number 4, so we're confirmed for a John Wick 5. The last thing I have which is for James because I didn't
Oh, boy.
forget.
Oh boy, what is it? How okay? How much is my blood pressure gonna increase?
So what was the goal? Was it
Didn't fucking
followers or downloads for you to watch
It
the
was
entire
3,000
series?
downloads.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we need 200 more downloads,
Yep.
and
we
then
do.
James can buy the brand new
Not
released
going. Well, I'm not going to. I'm gonna get it on like Google Play.
4K movie
Nope.
set collection
Nope.
with all 7 movies.
Nope. Because you
With the
fuckers are gonna watch it with me. You fuckers are gonna suffer along with me. So.
with a brand new case with a huge ass umbrella case, and inside of it are 6 steelbooks of every Resident Evil movie that James will watch if we hit 3,000 downloads. This bad boy runs for a whopping. What was the price again? I had it $100.
That is about $100 more than I would pay for all those movies. That is about
Six.
$103 more than what I would pay for that movie.
Is
If
that
someone was to give
including-
me $2, $3, I might watch it, but like
Is that including like the animes?
no,
No, that's just
no, it's just the live action trash.
Mia, whatever her name is.
Mia
I didn't even
Jokovic.
know there were
Mia
7.
Jokovic.
I was actually only actively aware of 2.
Yeah. No.
Exactly. Everyone was.
I didn't know about all
Everyone
the
was,
others.
except
Yeah.
for me.
What's the point of the like? What's the ditto with what's the?
It's
Clearly
fucking
it doesn't
Mila
go-
Jokovic's character taking down Umbrella. That's all it fucking is. And you know what? They could have done it in one
7.
movie, and it probably would have been all right. It would have been just a shitty. It would have been a shitty fucking movie, but it would have just been one shitty fucking movie instead of 7 shitty fucking movies.
God.
Yeah, basically, they try to use the premise of the games, but completely fucked that up and didn't even care. So,
So does any of the Resident Evil
Ah.
movies? Which one is all right? So from my recollection, because again, I thought there was 1 or 2. I thought there was 2. I didn't thought there was 7 of them. The first one is supposed to be like Resident Evil 1, right?
Sure.
Like in the mansion.
It's supposed to-
and-
Yeah.
it's supposed
Sort
to be
of.
similar.
Yeah.
And then it's
it just
supposed to
goes
go on
balls
from
off the
there.
wall. Then it just goes crazy. Then it just decides
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah. In one of the movies, she has special powers where she actually can control fucking crows. So, yeah.
In one of the fucking movies, she has like clones of her that she has to fight, and then they all team up to fight Wesker.
Yeah.
She has
Yeah,
a bioshock ability in one of them.
Yeah, one of them, yeah, she has the ability to basically control, like, crows and shit. And then she sets them all on fire using her special powers.
And then torpedoes them into a YMCA.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
The
would
only
love to
thing that
be a
was-
part of that YMCA when that happened.
They had, who was the guy from 5 with the huge axe? He was in it.
Oh, the Executor.
Yeah, he was in one of the movies.
The
Um,
Execution Majini.
Yeah, he throws his. It's in the 3D, whatever one it was, the first one in 3D. So he throws his axe at him, and then it comes at you in 3D, and they do like a Matrix, like lean back, and it goes over their face.
But then they were sitting in the labs working on and they were sitting in the studio working on it. They're like,
I remember seeing commercials for that movie as a kid.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil Extinction or whatever it was called.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yep,
goes right over their
Extinction.
face, and then she
They
goes,
want to go fucking extinct.
and then she slides on her knees to the dude, puts a shotgun in his penis, shoots him, and his head blows off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems awfully inappropriate.
Those sound like some great movies. I
Yeah.
wonder if I could pick up a collector's set of those.
Yeah. A box
Now's your
set,
chance.
Steelbook
Wow.
also.
Steelbook collector set.
Only $100, huh?
Yep.
That sounds awesome.
I think that is the
Good luck,
only
James.
movie news that I have.
People ask me why I drink a lot. It's to forget the Silent Hill movies and the Resident Evil movies.
I'll send
Yep.
you a couple bags of popcorn that you put in the microwave.
Yes.
How would
Well,
make you
no,
feel about it?
the only thing is like the Orville Redenbacher ones that have like the popcorn tray thing like everything's in
Yeah.
there. So like
Yep,
you
you
just
shake it.
throw it in there and it has the bowl and everything. Or Jiffy Pop. I'll take Jiffy Pop too. I fucking
There you
love
go.
Jiffy Pop.
We'll get you set up for your fucking 7 movies of.
Marathon.
How many hours is that? Let's see. That's at least
Too
7, 8.
goddamn many.
2 hours each
Probably
movie.
About, yeah. A day.
Day and a half, depending on
Long
how many you
day.
binge watch.
We did
So
when
that's
we were playing Alien Isolation. Every week we would watch one of the
oh
Alien
nice.
movies. It was actually really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
the Alien movies are actually, even the bad ones are actually are still entertaining.
The only
Yes.
time only movies I've been binge watched would have been Harry Potter and then
The Marvel movie.
the Marvel movies for Endgame.
Oh, Potter.
That's all I got for movie news. Who wants to go first for some gaming news? You want to do the PlayStation thing last, James?
Yeah, let's do that last.
Okay. Do you have stuff other than that?
Yeah,
I
have
thought you
stuff.
did.
Yeah, I could talk.
Okay.
I could talk about the other things that aren't PlayStation State of Play that may bring my blood pressure down. Who knows? All right, so it's a new month, so that means we talked about it last week. The new PlayStation Plus and games for gold, but now we get to talk about the Xbox Game Pass games.
Yay!
This from
Hooray.
news.xbox.com. So coming soon, we have Darksiders Genesis on console on August 6th. It Lurks Below on console and PC August 6th. Oh, fucking shit. The Dark Pictures Anthologies, Man of Medan, coming out on console on August 6th.
Quality game right there.
The worst thing about that game was not the flaccid ass ending, not the glitches that I encountered, but fuck, man. Trying to record that is impossible because it uses the wonderful thing called variable frame rate. And with said variable frame rate, capture devices really don't like that. So it desyncs the audio all the goddamn time. By the
Jeez.
end of the video, it is desynced. One of the videos, it was desynced by a solid minute and a half.
And it's not one of those desyncs where you can just go into your editor and put it back. It's one of those things where it will slowly start to desync over time and then like fix itself or something and then start the process again. So even if you go like through the whole video and you fix it's really a fucking nightmare.
Yep.
Oy vey. Can you turn
Yep.
that off?
Nope.
Yeah.
All of their all of the games by I think it's Supermassive, all of their games
I don't know how to play those.
are like that. It's cuz not Dead by Daylight, Dying Light was not Dying Light. What the fuck was the game? Not Dead by Daylight. I literally just said that. The one before this, the one where it's the kids on the mountain and there's a spooky little Wendigo and they gotta not get eaten by the Wendigo. The fuck game was that? But that had it too, and I remember younger me coming home after a very, very, very long night of recording at my buddy's house in Slippery Rock to go home and start editing some videos, only to notice, hey, shit's really fucked. What is the name of the game?
Ah,
Is it Dying Light? No, I didn't think so. Someone look this up. Someone help me look this up. The fuck is the name of it?
what game?
The other game by the company that made Dark Pictures Anthology. Man of Medan. Here we go. Until Dawn. There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, I just found it too.
Yeah, Until Dawn. Fuck those games, man. I hate it. Until Dawn's fantastic, but don't try to record it. Trailmakers is also coming to PC and console on the 6th. Undermine, not Undertale, Undermine is coming to console and PC on the 6th. Xenocrisis, not Dino Crisis, but Xenocrisis, coming to console and PC on the 6th. And Final Fantasy VII HD remix, the HD version, the HD upscale version, coming to console and PC on August 13th.
Yeah, boy.
That's Microsoft. So let's take a look at PlayStation. So with their PlayStation Now is getting a few games. One of them is Hitman 2, Greedfall, and Dead Cells.
Nice.
Mark, you liked Hitman 2, right?
Oh yeah,
I'll have to play it.
would definitely
Hitman 1 was
recommend.
pretty good. This is what I like to call. This is what I typed up as fucking hell Animal Crossing. So here's a cool little statistic right now. Animal Crossing New Horizon. Well, this actually has changed, by the way. It is now the second best-selling game in Japan ever, in the history forever. It is only behind. Can you guys guess what the game it's behind? The only game that has sold more copies than it.
Mario. Mario Kart.
Nope.
Super Smash.
Nope.
I don't know.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess?
Untitled Goose Game.
Jeff, it's something you like.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think Pokemon or something.
Yeah. Pokemon Red, Green, and Blue are the only games that have sold more than Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Holy
Like
shit.
all
Think
time.
about that for a second here. Think about
That's
that.
insane.
The game came out on the 20th of March this year. Pokemon Red, Green, and Blue came out on the 28th of February, 1996.
Jesus. That's gonna be one of the top selling games of all time then, right?
Yeah, it's the second best selling game in Japan ever. It has sold, well, now it's sold more than 1.15 or it's not, fuck. 7.15 million units have shipped. More than that now.
Jesus.
Pokemon Red, Green, and Blue has shipped 10.23 million units, roughly. So here's something a little interesting. Let's take a look at the 20 best-selling games in the history of Japan as of June 30th, 2020. So we got Pokemon Red, Green, Blue. Then we got Animal Crossing New Horizons. Pokemon Gold and Silver at third for the Game Boy. On the Famicom at number, I guess this will be 4, yeah. Super Mario Bros. From the Famicom. 5 is New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS. 6 is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. 7th on the 3DS is Animal Crossing New Leaf. 8 on the Nintendo DS is Pokemon Black and White. 9 on the Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. 10 on the Nintendo DS, Animal Crossing Wild World. 11 on the Nintendo DS, Braid Age 2, more training and minutes per day. And now, we've seen just Nintendo here. No one else. Only Nintendo. Until number 12, where we get, for the PSP, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, or Freedom 3. That's a Capcom game. 13 for the Switch, we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 14 for the Wii, we have New Super Mario Bros. Wii. 15 for the 3DS, Pokemon X and Y. 16 for the Switch, Pokemon Sword and Shield. 17 for the Nintendo DS, Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of a Starry Sky. Number 18 for the PSP, we have Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. 19 for the Game Boy is Tetris, and 20 for the Game Boy is Super Mario Land. Holy shit.
There you go,
Japan
Nintendo.
loves Nintendo.
Yeah, they do.
Seems like it.
Speaking of Animal Crossings, our boy, good old Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, will be interviewed on Wednesday inside of Animal Crossings. He is doing an exclusive interview with the director of Star Wars Rogue One and Rogue One Part 2. He will be interviewed inside of Animal Crossing's New Horizons, along with Dylan Sprouse. Uh, if you don't remember him, he is from the Adventures of Zack and Cody or Sweet Life on Deck.
Sweet Life.
That
Sweet Life is active.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. There you go. Who's also in Riverdale. It is not known if they will have little Animal
they will.
Crossing
Yeah, they
characters.
do. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
they use their characters that they play in the game. They just invite them to the island.
so they will be live interviewed, and it'll be streaming on Twitch on August 12th at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
You know damn well Phil Spencer plays the shit out of Animal
yeah.
Crossing. That dude probably plays Animal Crossing so much.
Yep. Oh, I guarantee it. Well, and the fact that too they have a huge deal with Nintendo where the
That
X
doesn't
Cloud.
matter.
Oh, I know,
It
but I'm
doesn't
just saying.
matter.
Oh, I know.
sure, like, Kaz Hirai, or no, not Shuhei Yoshida, the head of indie games at PlayStation. I'm sure he plays the shit out of Animal Crossing too.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Everyone plays Animal Crossing.
But yeah, Phil Spencer will be talking about the Xbox Series X, the new rebranded and confirmed X Cloud, and Halo Infinite.
I want to see how many hours he has in it. I want to go
Fun.
to this island.
That'd be cool.
Hey, speaking of Nintendo and the Switch, the Wii U is super dead now. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is coming out this September. It is going to include all past DLC and new content for Pikmin 3. So, yeah, there's literally no reason at all to get in to dust off your Wii U anymore. It's coming
not
out.
at all.
Why does it say September? Pikmin 3 lands in September is the headline of the article, and then at the bottom it says, Pikmin 3 Deluxe will help flesh out Nintendo's second half of 2020 when it comes to the Nintendo Switch on October 30th. Okay,
I don't know.
so you immediately lie to me.
Good old clickbait.
Thanks, guys. Also, they have removed Pikmin 3 and all the DLCs from the Wii U shop, so sucks
That's
to suck
funny.
if you haven't bought it already.
Ha! Bitch.
Probably the biggest controversy, and I kind of wish that Nate was here for this. I would love to hear his take on it. One of the biggest controversies of the week, or controversy, as Walker would say, of the week, involves Spider-Man.
Yes.
Do you guys know why Spider-Man is the cause of all this controversy?
Spider-Man in Marvel Avengers? No, he can't.
No, I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, he's in Marvel
right.
Avengers. He's in Marvel's The Avengers, but only on PlayStation.
Correct.
A lot of people are butthurt about it.
So, little backstory on that side. So, Marvel The Avengers was the huge RPG open world game that was announced last year. And basically is literally what I just said. It's an open world Marvel's game that is slated to have every Marvel's character in the game, and it is for every console. Except for one character seemed to be missing from the fray. And no one knew why. Good old Spider-Man. Do you have... I can go over it, James. You have the article.
Well, you could talk about it.
Okay.
Because I didn't really
So-
read the article. I just know about what's going on.
So everyone kind of questioned, okay, so you have all the characters, and for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Stadia, well, where's Spider-Man? So it was just announced last week that Spider-Man is coming, but he is exclusive only to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and he will be...
wonder why.
Yep. And he is being added to the game next year, and people are pissed. Sony has not come out and said as to exactly why he is only slated to come out on the Sony. Most likely
On the
because
Sony.
Sony owns the rights.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sony actually, if you look into it, owns the physical rights to Spider-Man. And originally, we're not going to involve him in the game at all. Due to backlash and some controversy, they decided, okay, fine, you can have Spider-Man, but you can only have Spider-Man on the PlayStation version of the Avengers. So if you have an Xbox Series X and you're hoping to play with Spider-Man in the new Marvels game, sorry, your buddies will play with him on PS5 while you're walking around by without him. So a lot of people are very upset as why Sony would exclude him from Microsoft. Uh, just the fact that it's a character. Um, they feel that Sony's being pretty much extremely petty on the matter, as to like why not release a game with a character that's beloved by a lot of people to every console and every system.
Yeah.
Sony is like, nah, we're good.
It would be this would be a completely different conversation if it was some 2-bit Marvel character that no one cared about.
Yep.
But this is the most popular Marvel character ever.
Yeah, they are. People are not happy at all.
Oh no. Did you read what the response from Crystal Dynamics, the company
Mm-mm.
that's making it is?
Mm-mm.
So Crystal Dynamics said, quote, well, I don't have the quote up, but I'll paraphrase the quote. But basically, what they said was, if you're upset that that you can't play as Spider-Man, you have the option to play it on PlayStation. So it's like, well, fuck, okay. I guess I have to buy 2 copies of this game now. One to play with my friends, and one to play as Spider-Man. If you have just like an Xbox. If all your friends play on like Xbox. That's so fucking dumb. I hate it. I hate this. I hate that decision.
Yep, I think it's stupid. It's not good. The game itself was already kind of in trouble based off of how the graphics looked in the very first trailer. So we'll see if it actually ends up playing out.
Everyone that's played the beta, they're
They changed it up.
enjoying it.
That's
They're
good.
enjoying it a lot. The graphics look great. You just don't like the faces because it's not Robert Downey Jr. It's not Chris Hemsworth.
One of them sounded fucking horrible. I think it was
Troy fucking Baker. He's a god.
yeah, maybe. Speaking of Marvel's The Avengers, if you have Virgin Mobile or Verizon, you'll have access to exclusive skins.
What?
Yes. If you are a Virgin Mobile or a Verizon Wireless customer, you will get 6 exclusive Marvel skins for Thor, Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, Miss Marvel, and Iron Man.
What?
Good old
Exactly.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah. It is. You know how Verizon's logo is like red or whatever it is? It's Verizon colors, and their outfits are the Verizon colors.
What?
So yeah. Yeah, if you ever wanted to be Captain America and wear the colors of Verizon Wireless, now's your chance. Oh, and the
I'm
Hulk.
sorry, my fucking brain can't wrap around that thought.
Yeah.
It was
You're
one
muted,
thing.
Schroeder. What were you saying?
Is it supposed to be like Red Hulk? Too?
It's, the Hulk has red pants. That's all it is.
I think it's because I'm pretty sure Red Hulk is a character.
Yeah, they talk about it. The Dark Hulk, um, is So yeah, that's it'll be interesting to see those skins, but we'll see what happens here.
That's just as bad as, like, you remember the days where, you can get this exclusive skin or something if you pre-order at GameStop or Best
Yep.
Buy or Amazon or Toys R Us.
That's not still a thing.
No.
Not still a thing?
I'm right back.
No, not anymore.
Thank God. Why is it not a thing anymore?
Because it's very anti-consumer. Hey, do you want to buy 18 copies of the game so you can get the full experience?
I see.
I have never in my life heard of being gated behind your fucking wireless provider. So if I wanted to purchase Marvel's The Avengers on PlayStation 4, and if I wanted to get everything for it, not only would I have to buy probably the super expensive deluxe edition of the game, but I would also have to have a contract with Verizon Wireless and Virgin Mobile, which I didn't even think Virgin Mobile was a thing anymore.
Well, that's good then that they don't do it anymore. That sounds terrible, actually.
It's
Why-
so dumb. It's the
Yeah,
dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's obnoxious, is what it is.
Yeah, again, it's very, very anti-consumer. Last thing that I have before the PlayStation State of Play is, guys, there's a game that I really enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Final Fantasy XIV. You should all play it. It's really
A lot
good.
of people seem to like that game.
Well, with patch 5.3 that comes out tomorrow, they're adding some major updates and some stuff. Not only are you getting, I do believe, the new Near Raid, they're also going to change up a lot of the post-game stuff from A Realm Reborn, getting rid of about half of the quests that you have to run. But you are getting an expanded free trial. So now all players of the free trial to play all classes and jobs up until level 60. They can try out a total of 13 different jobs and classes, including 3 jobs added in Heavensward: Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian. The Aru race, or the Aura race, is now playable, and the Palace of the Dead is fully unlocked. And you'll be able to basically play through A Realm Reborn, the base game, and the first expansion for 100% free. No compromises whatsoever. I just don't believe you can join like a guild.
Wait a minute, you can play. I thought it was like $15 a month.
Yeah, you could play without paying any money right now. Tomorrow, you could play up to level 60 to try out the game. You don't have
For
to pay
how
the
long
monthly
is
fee.
this?
Forever.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah,
then
so
you're just paying for various DLCs as they come out then?
Yeah, you'll have to pay
That's
for
the idea?
Yeah, you'll have to pay for. Yeah, you'll have
Wow.
to pay for the or I think you. I don't know if you have to pay for the monthly subscription.
Pie.
I'll have to take a look at that.
I had some friends in Florida that used to play the hell out of that game. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was their jam.
I've gotten a few people here to play the hell out of this game. But yeah, I don't know. You might have to still pay the 15. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a deeper dive into that. But you don't have to pay for the game at all. You might just have to pay for the subscription. But yeah, you don't have to pay anything up until level 60. So you get the first game and the first expansion. So
That's pretty
that
cool.
is hundreds of hours that you can put towards without having to spend like any extra money.
Nice.
And you know what? Much fucking better deal than Mulan. Way better deal. Way better of a deal. There's no reason to go watch Mulan. Just play Final Fantasy XIV instead.
I like it.
Hundreds of hours. I'm not even through. I'm not even into the first expansion. And I've gotten about 105 hours into the game.
Awesome.
Can Mulan give you that? Hell no. No. You can get a mediocre movie that's probably going to suck. Fucking hell. And a bunch of trash on their streaming service. Oh my god. Oh, I can't even watch Gargoyles anymore. Fuck you. There's literally no reason now to have Disney Plus. You can't watch Gargoyles.
Wait, the cartoon, the animated series?
Yeah, I thought they got rid of it. I heard somewhere that they got rid of that.
Why
I
would
have
they
no
get
idea.
rid of it? I remember
God.
being a kid and running around
Gargoyles
the living room,
was
jumping from furniture piece to furniture piece, pretending to be a gargoyle.
Gargoyles
Back
was
in
the
those
only
days.
reason I contemplated getting Disney Plus. Because Gargoyles was the shit.
It was pretty savage, actually.
That's all that I have. Who wants to go
Marco.
next?
Shit. I don't have anything too crazy this week. Doctor Disrespect talked about his Twitch ban on YouTube. He pretty much said, and I quote, "A lot of people want to know. They want to know what happened. Why'd you get banned?" He said, "Guess what? Look at me in the fucking eyes when I say this, okay? We have no fucking idea. We have no idea. I'm gonna tell you this right now. As far as I'm concerned, we didn't do anything to warrant a ban, let alone getting us let alone how they went about banning us. No communication before, no reaching out, nothing. Boom, done." And that's what he said on it.
I think a better response would have been to all the people asking me why I got banned. I'd like to know too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
his
that would be straightforward.
um do you have more on his stream? If not, I have something to add to that.
That's all that I got.
So to kind of start a couple days prior to that, Ninja streamed for the first time in almost a year on Twitch. He did a 2-hour stream. Why I have music playing? Fuck me. I'm sorry. I paused the video and it still played. So Ninja went over to Twitch, played 2 hours with Dr. Lupo in Warzone. He capped at 100,000 viewers and averaged 60,000 viewers for the 3 hours. Sorry, that he streamed. It's pretty good, pretty decent. So during the middle of his stream, Dr. Disrespect's people got a bunch of notifications on YouTube that Dr. Disrespect went live. And everyone's like, what? So for 15 hours, Dr. Disrespect's video of him parking his Lamborghini, a parked Lamborghini outside of a gas station, filling up the gas station, played on YouTube for 15 hours straight. During that
I'm getting
time,
flashbacks
just
to
a
the
loop?
black hole event.
it was just a loop. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was like a black hole event. And then Dr. Disrespect said, coming to, like, we're back. So during that time, where no one was actually on Dr. Disrespect's stream, he had 335,000 people watch his Lamborghini parked at a gas station, while Ninja averaged 60,000 people during this.
Didn't he hit when he actually started streaming? Didn't he hit up to like 500,000 people watching?
So, yeah, when he then went live, he got back to 300,000 people. And then within an hour of him streaming, he had 515,000 people watching him stream live on YouTube. 500,000 people. It was one of the
That's
most watched
crazy.
streams in one given time on any platform in history outside of events. Because you know how like Fortnite, they do like the live events outside of that. Because at one point Ninja had like the first like Fortnite event, Ninja had like 600,000 people watching him or something stupid like that. It was crazy, but that doesn't they're not counting that. Just regular stream. Dr. Disrespect, first time on YouTube, had 515,000 people watching him. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
That's
I guess that's
wild.
kind of
Yeah.
I guess that right there could be kind of the allure to bring people over to YouTube right then and there.
Yeah.
To stream on YouTube. Because you have you ain't getting 500,000 people on Twitch. You ain't getting 500,000 people on or on Facebook.
Like, I saw those numbers. It was utterly. I was like, holy shit. And his stream was funny. Someone donated him his first dollar. Like, it was like the second donation of money he got, and it was $1. He's like, thanks, man. Thanks for the dollar. The fuck? Don't ever fucking donate to me again. $1. Get the fuck out of here. Obviously, he was just joking, but it was funny though. So
It's
yeah,
all
that
in
was
character, my guy.
yeah. 515,000 people watch his first YouTube stream. Insane.
That's insane. I've never seen any. Does streams really even on? Does streams on Twitch at all ever reach numbers near that? Is that is that a thing?
Combined, there's like if you look at a channel like Fall Guys, there'll be like 500,000 people watching Fall Guys, but that's over how many people's individual streams, you
That's
know?
for like a whole channel. That's a whole.
Yeah.
That's like one specific
Um,
video game, but for a
dur- during
single individual.
no outside of live events, no one has ever been able to hit that, even come close to that number.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, outside of like Fortnite live events, Fortnite concerts, no one has been able to even come close to those kind of streaming numbers. And I think a lot of people watched because people want to know what happened.
Yeah.
And obviously they didn't get an answer, but still.
Well,
And
they probably won't get an answer until Dr. Disrespect gets an answer.
yep. So yeah, that's it's just crazy those numbers.
So I
Well,
mean,
what
right
else?
then and there, should just YouTube write Dr. Disrespect a check right now? Should Google just be like, all right, here's your blank check, stream
Yeah.
for us?
I can see it coming. I really can. I don't know how many exclusive streamers are on YouTube, but
Not
I don't.
many.
They have the fucking money. It's not like they don't.
Did they have they have YouTube Gaming? Isn't that like its own thing?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
it's integrated into
Overwatch.
YouTube.
The Overwatch league went to
It's
YouTube.
exclusive, yeah. It's exclusively YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it used to be
back when that
Twitch.
was a
Now it's
thing.
and that's it used to be Twitch. Now it's exclusively YouTube. They paid a lot of money for that.
Hey man,
So
they got that unlimited Google fund.
and League of Legends went over to YouTube as well. So that's another big one. But they have money. The fucking Google. One of them.
They have money and a semi decent infrastructure.
But who has more money though? Amazon or Google?
Yeah,
Technically
it's
Amazon.
It's about the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Alphabet probably has just as much money as Amazon.
Yeah. So, yeah, they have the resources. They've like, fucking pay me, bro. So we'll see what happens.
I would immediately write that check.
Yeah.
If I was whoever the head of YouTube Gaming is,
And they saw those
I
numbers.
would immediately write that man a check.
Oh yeah. Not like he can go back to Twitch, but Facebook. So
Not like he can go back to Twitch.
yeah. So unless they decide to switch and
There's
apologize, I don't know.
There's no way
He
Well,
goes
one,
back.
Even if Twitch apologized, I would be so pissed at them. Like if it was me, I would never use Twitch again.
Oh yeah.
Never ever. I would even contemplate not using Amazon again.
Yeah, that's true.
They
Well, he's
fucked me
got
hard.
18 days left to go to Mixer. August 28th is the last day for Mixer.
Sure.
So there's that.
Microsoft,
Uh,
come and check.
What else you got, Mark?
Nothing too crazy. Just a conversational piece that Screen Rant wrote this week about comparing Grounded's launch to whenever Sea of Thieves first launched. How
There are some parallels.
yeah, like it's an entertaining gameplay loop, and an interesting premise, but there isn't really enough gameplay to keep players entertained in a pretty small world for too long.
Now,
And they fucking
when-
took it and turned it around.
Now, when Sea of Thieves launched, did that
People
launch
hated it.
as an early access
I
or
think that
game
was
preview?
I think that was a
or was
full
it-
thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was full.
Nothing there, bro.
Yeah, I think it was an actual. It was the full game. It was supposed to be what was the full game, and it was nothing. It was choppy. It was
like this game is trash butthole, and there's nothing to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, well maybe we should just add more stuff. And
And
everybody
they
was
fuck.
like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I guess Grounded situation is a little bit more forgivable because it has that early access
title.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more forgivable. But
Yeah.
Assuming
but
they
only for
actually
how
keep
long?
working on it, but they
Hopefully they will.
they have Microsoft money, then who knows?
Yeah.
They have that Microsoft cash. Hey, they just freed up a lot of capita with getting rid of Mixer. So
Yep. It is true.
Focus on games.
Aren't they picking up? Aren't they picking up TikTok or something?
It is.
Heard about that?
Yeah. Uh, I
I mean,
can.
I don't know if they're actually going to do it or not, but I've just heard that they might be scooping them up or something.
Yeah. Actually, I have an article about that. I don't know if you do, Mark.
I don't know.
Okay. So, actually, as of yesterday, Microsoft stock raised 5% in the wake that they were actually going to purchase TikTok. TikTok will sell for between 10 to 30 billion dollars is how much TikTok at the company will sell for. It is owned by Tencent. TikTok is right now, which is one of the world's largest companies. Um,
Have any of you guys actually looked into what was claimed to be going on with China as far as like the data mining or like what was why
why did
was
Trump want to ban it?
why was I heard it had something to do with the fact that they were like data mining our technology
yeah,
or data.
there's conspiracy theorists that said that that's like basically malware
Yeah,
that
that
can steal your info, but that has been proven false by many outlets.
Yeah,
um
but isn't
that
that what almost all apps do anyways?
Pretty much.
Um, it supposedly in their terms and conditions, basically it says they have the right to do whatever they want with any of your information, your pictures, your videos, and it was theorized that they were going to use that to blackmail the United States during the election, to compromise the election, and basically because China hates Trump now because of all the shit that happened with him calling it the China virus and the trading and everything like that. So China hates Trump.
Yeah,
So it was
there's a lot of reasons for China to not like
um
us
it
right
was
now.
rumored that all of the ads, all of the data mining, everything could be used against the United States in many different ways. And so that's why Trump said if in 45 days if an American company does not buy TikTok, it is banned permanently from the United States.
Speaking
So
of, they said the same thing about WeChat, which is
Yeah.
another app that is also owned by Tencent that's popular. That
Hmm.
I mean, it's not crazy popular in the United States, being that it's for like Chinese communication. But if you want to talk internationally, a lot of people still use it. But apparently,
Well, I
it's also going to be banned in our
that's
country.
crazy. Well, I've seen a little bit of content on that stuff, and it looks like it had something to do with the fact that it wasn't so much happening to U.S. citizens as much as it was happening to uh, people from China that were coming here, and then what was it? There was more to it than just the fact that it was data mining our devices because every app fucking data mines us pretty much now, as it is. But it had something to do with whom it was data mining and how it was going about.
because it like the military uses it, and so that was another big thing that you have soldiers and the Navy, Army, Marine, Air Force using TikTok, and that information could have been taken and given to the Chinese government
Mm-hmm.
to specifically pinpoint their location in secret hidden bases and things like that.
Well, funny you should say that. Do you remember when the heat map for Fitbit came out?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh
No,
my
I don't
gosh.
remember that.
Yeah, so Fitbit had the GPS locations of people walking around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't disclose any personal information. However, they just did it. They produced a heat map of all of the people that use their product. And they accidentally revealed the location of a whole bunch of like hidden military bases.
Oops. Yep, I remember
In the
that.
middle of the desert where there's all
Yep.
these like heat map stuff.
Yeah, and
Whoopsie
But
doopsies.
there's been a lot. I mean, the pushback in the on the the pushback from the U.S. onto China with their data mining and how they're using that information is a huge deal. Like something to do with you guys know anything about Huawei and
Yeah.
us? Something to do with we're not providing chips. We're
Yeah.
not providing the computer chips. Bro, from what I was hearing, that's gonna set them back like 10 years or something crazy. It's gonna
Yeah.
set them back super
Yeah.
far in their technological, agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
And
not
a
allowed
lot
to
of
use US based technology, so they can't use like Android or any of our stuff that's created here.
Well, we've been yelling at them for
Yep.
years to stop
Yep.
dicking around with the copyright stuff.
Yeah.
And then
And
I'm not even going to get into it because I know, we don't need to talk about it here. But the stuff that they're doing over there, the crazy stuff that they are doing over there, that is not why the media here isn't talking about it, about the concentration like camp things that they have these people in. The organ harvesting shit that's going on over there.
yeah.
There is some crazy dark stuff that's going on over there that nobody's talking about. There's
Yep.
all this stuff happening here about all of about the things that does matter, but then you contrast that with what's going on over there, and it's
Yeah.
like no wonder we're pulling out of that place, dude. They're on a different level with some stuff on. Oof. But
Yeah, I'm just reading here now more about the TikTok stuff too. This week, Congress blocked federal employees from using TikTok on government-issued phones, as it was presented that 61% of government employees with government-issued security devices had TikTok downloaded on their devices
I
and
mean,
were using it.
I mean,
Clown
data
voice.
mining aside, they probably shouldn't download anything on
On a
their government
government-issued
phones.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
if it's
well,
not approved by the government, they shouldn't
Yep.
do
So yeah,
that.
Congress this
I only
week
do it on
blocked
TikTok.
all employees who have government issued devices from they blocked TikTok as an app on their phones.
Well, regardless of what happens to TikTok as a company,
Yeah.
it is a cool concept, and somebody is going to fill that gap. If
Oh
they
yeah,
don't
they're gonna.
come from the U.S., they're gonna. If somebody buys them, honestly, I probably wouldn't even. If I was Microsoft, I don't know if I would be inclined to purchase the company. If it's not even going to be allowed to be over here, I would just start something new. Take the money you're going to invest into that
Well,
into TikTok.
Facebook is trying to start their own version outside of Instagram because Facebook owns Instagram, and
Right.
they're developing a program that mimics TikTok. Um, obviously it's not TikTok, but it's made by Facebook,
Can't wait for it to
and
crash and burn.
so
Face
we'll
talk.
see. Yeah, Face Talk.
Face talk.
God, there it is.
So we'll see.
In the future over there.
Mark Zuckerberg, give us the $3 you have left in your pocket, because everyone's pulling out of Facebook.
Give
Oh,
us the Zuck.
Are
that
they
dude's
really?
still.
Oh yeah, everyone's pulling out of Facebook.
What do you mean by
'Cause-
that? Like, how? Who?
Companies are pulling out of
Oh,
Facebook for ads.
advertisement revenues and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Been
yeah.
having
Yeah.
some problems lately.
Oh,
Yeah.
big
Oh, I
old
see, yeah.
problems.
I know what you're
Because
talking
his employees went on strike and shit, and he basically said, "Oh, that sucks."
We'll see what happens with that. Like,
So
bro, from what I was hearing, some of it had to do with like cancel culture stuff.
yeah,
And all right, so what happens? You got all these companies. You got Pepsi, you got Coke, you got Burger King, you McDonald's. You got all these companies. Now, say they all start. So they start to threaten whatever they threaten with, and they present the option to bail, right? What do you think is going to happen if they go to come back? Because think about what platform. I don't know about you guys, but I personally think that Facebook, YouTube, these types of platforms are bigger than anything else. They're bigger than TV, right?
Yeah.
Who's watching the TV? I mean, I
social
don't
media,
watch
man.
TV, but like, yeah, dinosaur media is not. It's dinosaur media. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, because it's owned by Facebook. All of these different things are today's like TV. So what happens to
Yep.
Pepsi? What happens to Coke when they're like, "Do as we say, or we're gonna pull our funding"? And then Mark's like, or any company, you, James Incorporated, says, "Okay, go ahead, but when this is over,
Don't come
you
back.
can't come back to my platform."
Yep.
All right, so Coke, you're gonna leave, but Mountain Dew and make Seven Up yours. I know it's the same company or whatever. I know, but some other company we'll just
Adver-
yeah, we'll
advertising's
advertise them.
huge.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll advertise them. Okay, Coke. You all right? So Coke isn't, which I don't think I've ever seen a Facebook ad for Coke or even a YouTube ad for Coke. But
Oh, I
if
have.
these companies pull out, they're and these platforms are like, no, you're not coming back.
It's something I think they have to take a
What are we
hard,
gonna do?
long. Yeah, they got to take a hard, long look. It's like, okay,
Well, so with things like, I guess I guess comparing using like Coke and stuff as an example would be bad. Is like a very bad example.
Because they're too big.
They're too big. Like you walk up to literally anyone in the world and you go, "Do you know what Coca-Cola is?" They would say yes.
Anytime you go to
But
McDonald's, there's product
now,
placement. You go to the
yeah,
gas station, there's product placement.
exactly. Now, if you were to talk about something like
Raid Shadow
um
Legends.
exactly, like a Raid Shadow Legends or like a For Hymns or like these smaller but still,
That
these smaller,
Sasquatch soap company.
yeah, these smaller companies that rely heavily on internet-based marketing, I feel like that is more important. It's going to affect them more.
the
Those are the
manscaping tool.
yeah, the Lawnmower 3.0, use code Level Unlock podcast to get nothing at uh manscaped.com. Not hashtag not sponsored. Uh, if you go, those guys are the ones that would have to think long and hard if they wanted to stand their ground and boycott a YouTube or a
Yeah, but
Facebook or a Twitter.
they might have market share for sure, which they definitely have market share. But what about the long-term ramifications of not being able to advertise your product on the biggest
Mm.
platforms that are out there? Like
Yep.
you're
Exactly.
right, they are big, and I'm even talking about Coke and Pepsi and the big ones that are too big to fail, quote unquote. You know what I mean? But like, if think about it like this, right? You're a person that drinks Coke on a regular basis, pretty regular. Most, not crazy regular, but pretty regular. When you go to the store, there's like a 40% chance you're going to get Coke.
Mhm.
And now you're seeing an ad for, I don't know, Bang Smart, or like Bangs or some other product. It's
Pepsi.
still it's still going to affect their market share. It's still going to affect their end of year dollars. You would think
I just
it
don't
might not,
think. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think, and this is all hypothetically speaking, because we don't know.
right?
I don't think that it's going to affect their their profit and their market share enough to have them be scared of of these like Facebook or YouTube, etc.
And
I
here's
don't
the
think
big
it's going to affect them enough.
and here's one of the big things is it's like Zuckerberg's in kind of a weird spot because he kind of, I don't know if he already made up his mind on it or whatever, but if he gives in to what they are demanding, am I wrong to assume they're just going to demand more again later? And they're going to keep like it seems like that's how it usually ends up going is most of the time, regardless of what it is, people keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing until they hit that wall. Like, so if Mark doesn't, if Facebook and all these other companies, if they don't put a foot down at some point and say, no, we're not going to, go along with this after past this point, they're going to constantly, that bar is going to constantly get moved. But on the same thing, if they're just like, no, and these big advertisers leave, don't you think that smaller advertisers will fill in the gap there?
Well, okay, so let's take a look at an actual example that happened not too long ago. Let's take a look at the Adpocalypse 1 and 2 that happened with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at what happened, how all these huge corporations all pulled out of YouTube ads. You got to see, a lot of the smaller ads, of course, but you saw that
It was the
affect
birth of the My
YouTube.
Pillow.
Yeah, pretty much. You saw it was the birth of the Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, that too.
You saw a lot more, I guess I could say, diversity in the advertising market on YouTube, but you could see if you looked at the different content creators' revenue that they made from these ads, you can kind of form your own you can kind of connect the dots and say, hey, yeah, YouTube wasn't doing so great at that moment because instead of earning, $1, just for an example, you're instead of earning $1 per 1,000 views, they were earning 10 cents per 1,000 views because they didn't have those big companies that are willing to shell out billions and millions of dollars to advertise on these platforms to boost that revenue that YouTube can then disperse out to the creators.
So there were still advertisements being monetized. However, the profit dividend, the profit margins for 100 small organizations was less than the profit margin on a single.
Didn't even come close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though there might have been a lot more companies investing in YouTube, for ads on YouTube, it still was nowhere close to the one mega corporation putting their ads on YouTube.
Yeah. You got anything else, Mark?
Oh yeah.
Nah,
Hey,
I'm all
it's the
good.
news.
Yeah. Okay.
That was an interesting conversation, though.
Oh, I like that. That was really good. I got a couple things here before we go to the PlayStation State of Play.
Yeah, we never to our randomness section.
I like it. So Fall Guys, we talked about it earlier.
Holy shit, Fall Guys is doing good.
It's doing phenomenal. 1 week of viewership, 23 million hours have been watched on Twitch, making it the most watched game in the last year and a half on Twitch, and that in a 1 week span.
Dang.
Not because obviously if you combined like Fortnite and everything like that for the entire year, it beats it. But in a 1 week time frame, 23 million hours total combined have been watched.
Not even Valorant got that high.
Yeah.
Randomness, dude.
In 1 week, 2 million copies have been sold on Steam at $30 a pop.
I would love to know $20.
$20, yeah, sorry.
I would love to see what the numbers are with PlayStation Plus downloads.
Yeah, they didn't release those, unfortunately, which Sony usually never does.
Yeah, I would also love to see how much Sony paid for this.
Yep.
Because they must have paid out the ass to get
so
this.
To put it in perspective, 10 million crowns have been grabbed. So at the end of every game, a crown has been grabbed. So that means 10 million games have been played in a week.
Well, no, that's just one of the game modes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's one of the finals.
So what is the secret to their success here? What do you think? What do you think is making them so hot stuff right now?
It's a fun game.
Yeah, and they honestly were not expecting this. They've had to update their servers 4 times now. 2 hours after the game launched, their servers crashed.
Now, how many
And
people in each room?
100. No, 60. 60.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so 60 people join up, and then it turns into most extreme elimination challenge.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Style.
So, but 10 million games have played. 60 million people have fallen. So yeah, 60 million people have fallen. It's 60 million fallen Fall Guys, which is funny, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, they've had to update their servers 4 times as they were not expecting this feedback that it's getting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 hours after the game launched, their servers crashed, and then later that night it crashed again, and then they.
Oh yeah, we know all about that.
Yep. And then they've had to redo them and add more servers 4 times already. Because the game just keeps expanding. Because right now, if you go to
We're loving it.
twitch.tv, let's do a little in the moment reading, shall we? At midnight, 215,000 people are watching Fall Guys being played right now. Number 1 most watched thing on Twitch. During the day, it'll peak at 390,000 people midday.
It's pretty
Ins-
dope.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
insane.
And
But
that game came out on what, like a Tuesday?
yep.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, hey, by the way, this game got launched.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, with great success comes idiots. So it has already fallen to many, 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 many cheaters. Players have already learned how to bypass obstacles, and basically glitch other players to win. Um,
So it's just like real life.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Uh, the majority of the cheating comes from Steam and Windows, which makes sense. Uh, the company said they are looking into this mechanic. Cheaters and hackers will not be tolerated, and we will be actively working to address that right now. They are apologized. They said it's not something that they foreseen happening, but when your game is way larger than you thought it was going to be, unfortunately, this can't happen. Why you would want to cheat in this just fucking blows my mind, but there has been. Um, there was a video of a guy. The final level in most cases is you jump from tile to tile to tile to tile, and then when that level's gone, you fall to the next level, and then you fall to the next level. There has been a video of a guy that jumped from a tile to another tile that's in the other side of the complete platform, where he shouldn't even come close to being able to jump. And he was basically jumping across the map from one to the other to the other to the other until all that level was gone. So people like to fuck that shit up
Oh yeah.
and they
And
ruin it
have
for
fun.
everybody. Yep.
And have fun.
So they are talking
That's
about that.
not cheating, that's sick strats.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship is dead.
PlayStation, The Last of Us Part 2 is bringing a new mode. It is bringing the brutal difficulty setting back, or otherwise known as the grounded difficulty or the permadeath mode. It is the ultra hard mode that was placed into the first one after you beat the game.
Walker, is there music playing?
Yeah, my wife's watching a movie. Sorry, it's the background music, background songs. I'll turn the TV down here in a second. But I'll leave the VR stuff here. And I already talked about the Spider-Man. Microsoft. So a couple things have been confirmed and talked about through Microsoft, and one of them was possible changes to the XCloud, not XCloud, to the um, Game Pass,
There we go.
Xbox Live. There we go. Jesus Christ, Xbox Live Gold. Um, when everything was coming out, it was rumored that Xbox is going to be getting rid of Xbox Live Gold, that monthly membership you have to play online. They've just come out 2 days ago and said there is no changes coming to the Xbox Live Gold. There has been confusion throughout the different platforms as to things will be changing. We are modifying the subscription, but we are not changing the online experience. And you can no longer buy 12-month memberships. You can buy 6-month memberships or monthly memberships. And the monthly membership is because you have the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. The $15 a month that gives you everything.
Is
And
the
so
Game Pass the same as the gold, or is that just like
the gold's built into it.
Yeah.
so people that are paying so people with Xboxes and various Xboxes, if they pay the for gold, do they have all the same stuff that people with Game Pass have?
No.
No.
It's a separate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
So-
could either spend $10 a month to get Xbox Live Gold, and that would get you the games with gold a month on your Xbox and let you
That's
play
how you get a free
online.
game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could spend $15 a month and get the access to the entire Game Pass library, the free games every month with games with gold, and the online being able to play online.
And
Isn't that what we're
now,
paying anyways?
yeah, we're paying the five extra dollars when we get everything. So
Yeah.
basically, if you have Xbox Live Gold, kind of stupid at this point not to get the extra $10, not to get the extra $5.
Yeah.
If you get
Um,
these games for free.
because to buy them separately, it's $20. So you can buy Xbox Live Gold, which allows you to play online. It's $10, and then for an additional $10 separately, you have access to its whole entire um
The Game Pass library.
Yeah,
yeah, the
Game
whole
Pass
entire Game Pass library.
50
If
free
you
games right now.
Yeah, so if you want to pay for them separately, you pay $20, or you get the Ultimate Game Pass and you save yourself $5 fucking.
Oh, and that also gets you Game Pass for PC as well. Because
Yeah.
there's
Oh, that's cool.
with Game Pass for Xbox, you don't get like if
PC.
you do that
You
if
can't
you do that
download it on the computer.
$20, yeah, that $20 Joni, where you get Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass, you
Yeah.
only get Game Pass for console. You don't get it for PC.
Yeah. So literally, if you're doing that, I don't know why you're doing it. You save $5 by combining everything, and then you get way more. I don't even know why Microsoft has that as an option to do both. That confused the shit out of me to begin with. I can see if you have like a kid or something and you only want them to have the Xbox Live Gold,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe, but nevertheless. So they are not changing that. You will still be required to play online, and you still have to have the Xbox Live Gold membership or the Ultimate Game Pass, like we have, to play online with your friends on Xbox. They are not removing that for the foreseeable future. Um, and they did say yes, Halo free, Halo Infinite will be free to play only with the Ultimate Game Pass.
Ah, okay. We talked
So
about that last.
yeah, so they wanted to confirm that because there was confusion on there, like, oh, it's gonna be free to play. Yes, it'll be free to play if you have the Ultimate Game Pass. If you don't have the Ultimate Game Pass, you got to pay $60. Uh, and being added to the Ultimate Game Pass, another huge benefit to buy it. September 15th. I don't know if you guys already talked about this. xCloud is coming to the Ultimate Game Pass for zero charge. So you want to play your Xbox games on your cell phone, your Nintendo Switch,
Well,
anywhere.
not Switch yet.
Not the Switch yet, but eventually you'll be able to play it on the Switch. You can now play your Xbox games on your phone with the xCloud.
Science. Fucking science, bro.
All you have to do is download the Xbox Game Pass app, and you'll be able to play it for free starting the September 15th, and it'll have access to the games that are currently on there, as well as any other game that will be coming, including Fable, Halo Infinite, and every other first day launch of Xbox Series X.
Cool.
So that's another free, then it's free of charge. There is no price for that. If you do not want to have Ultimate Game Pass, once again, you can pay $10 and have access to xCloud. Why you would do that, I have no idea.
As long as you don't have an Apple device.
Yeah, because Apple
If you have-
has
If you have an
Apple Arcade.
if you have Apple device, they're not letting you play XCloud stuff because
Which is
they're a
stupid.
bunch of babies.
It doesn't surprise me.
I get that they have the Apple Arcade, they have their
It
own
doesn't
service,
fuck-
but
well,
I don't think it should matter.
okay, Google has Stadia.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing
Shut up, Google.
that.
Shut.
Last thing for Microsoft that I have, Halo 3 is getting new skins, new guns, 13 years after launch. With the resurgent of it, when it came to Halo, the Master Chief Collection on PC, they have decided to add and expand on the game. So next week there'll be an update, and it includes new skins, new guns. So enjoy. That's pretty cool. 13 years after release. And the last big thing I have is Twitch Prime is getting a new name. So they are changing Amazon Twitch Prime to Prime Gaming. It'll replace
Woo.
no, it'll replace Twitch Prime going forward and offer even more free games and content. Amazon Prime members, Twitch Prime. If you don't know, there is a lot of free games loot that you can get by going onto Twitch.tv, where you can get a lot of League of Legends stuff, mostly GTA 5 gold money, Apex Legends skins, things along those lines. And that is going to be rebranded to Prime Gaming. Make it sounds more official. So,
I
and
guess
that's
it kind of steps it away a little bit from Amazon. I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah. Doesn't sound um
Like an
well,
Amazon product.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Makes it sound more of a gaming culture. Um, and actually, really quick here. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Okay,
Okay.
so that's all I got. And I didn't even know this was a thing until I saw your news. Yeah, PlayStation State of Play.
Oh, so you didn't watch it? Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't
All
even know that
right.
was a thing.
I was gonna ask if you watched it because it was actually pretty cool. So this was a 45-minute press conference, or well, state of play, direct
Dang.
style event that talked solely about third-party content. So one thing that a lot of people were talking about that just getting my fucking hopes up as usual. Silent Hill. Spoiler alert: Silent Hill wasn't here. All right, so it starts off with Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. So it's going to be a direct sequel to Warp. Neocortex and Dr. Entropy are going to be the main villains. It's going to implement the same platforming as the original games. You could also do things like swing on ropes, wall run, do sick rail grinds like in Sonic Adventure 2. There's going to be tons of costumes to earn throughout the game. Costumes are only obtainable in game. No DLC, none of that shit. Which it's crazy how that's becoming a selling point now.
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't have to pay for skins.
Thank you, Call of Duty, for changing your minds on that. Bastards.
So the whole story is about these going throughout different Cortex and Entropy do some crazy stuff, and you gotta have to collect 4 different masks to control time and stuff like that. They're called quantum masks. One of them flips the center of gravity when you put it on. So yeah, it'll just flip it upside down. You'll be running on the ceiling instead of the ground. One of them will slow down time, and one will phase elements in and out of existence. So if, say, there's a wall there and you have to get up to a platform, you could just phase a platform into existence from another reality, another dimension. Fourth mask, they're going to talk about later. That's still a secret. You could play the entire game as Coco. You can play as Neocortex in certain areas using his blaster to create platforms out of enemies. And Dingodile is also going to be a playable character as well. Then they also talked about things like the inverted mode, which is a really cool mode. It's a mirror mode, so you're starting at the finish, going to the beginning, but each dimension is rendered a unique art style. So one of them is going to be, one of the levels will be kind of a like bright neon look to it. One of them will be like film noir with the film grain, black and white. One of them will be you kind of have to spin to shoot paint everywhere to show your platforms and that kind of stuff.
I fucking see that. That actually looks really cool.
And that's coming out October 2nd. They talked about, well, they didn't really talk about Hitman 3. They talked about one of the cool things in Hitman 3 that's coming out.
Yeah, I saw this. I
VR.
think Mark would like this.
Yeah, VR is coming to Hitman 3, at least on PlayStation, probably on PC as well. So you can play the entire, at least from what they said, the VR mode will be, well, of course, entirely in first person, but you'll be able to play all of Hitman 3 in first person in the VR mode. And it also looks like 1 and 2 might get a VR mode as well.
They confirmed that today. All 3 games will fully support VR. It's a special feature that will come with Hitman 3. If you have that game, it'll unlock the VR aspect of number 1 and number 2.
So, Mark, maybe a reason to dust off that vibe you got.
Yeah.
That's coming out January 2021. Big thing that kind of shocked me actually was Braid Anniversary Edition. So Braid came out what, like 10 years ago or so, 11
Yeah.
years ago. The indie darling.
Yeah, that's the game with it's platformer and you rewind time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's getting a nice little upres on it. So they're adding brushstrokes to the environment to give it a more real look. They're adding high-res graphics to it and sound. They are doing, it's a 9:1 pixel density. So for each pixel in the original game, they've added 9 pixels to that.
Oh, I'm seeing the trailer. They showed it. They showed the difference in the pixels in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
It's gonna
Crazy looking.
smoother animations, improved sound and music. They are planning to have the most detailed developer commentary ever in a video game. And they said,
Raid?
yeah. They said if you are interested in getting into video games, like making them, this is what you should check out. And it's coming out early 2021 for the PlayStation 4. Oh, also this state of play is very PS4 heavy, not really PS5.
I got you. They showed. I'm looking at the trailer. They showed the main character. His skin actually looks fucking smooth.
Mhm.
Ow.
Yeah, they bump up that resolution. They add more pixels. It was pretty shocking. Next is the Pathless, which is a PS5 game showing off PS5 gameplay. It's an open world mythic adventure game. It takes place in a vast forest. You play as the hunter, who is a master of archery, and basically you just run around this world and you try to what was it? You try to take down evil spirits, chase down cursed spirits, and bring life back to the forest. One of the things is that it has a dash meter that you can refill by shooting these talismans in the air. And the shooting is time-based, so you don't have to really worry about aiming. It's got some really quick movement, fast-paced, kind of running. You can grab onto your little eagle companion to fly around the map. And yes, you can pet the eagle. You don't have a map. It's kind of just run around. You use spirit vision to see landmarks. And the higher up you are, the more of the land you can see with that spirit vision.
It almost looks like the same graphics as. If you ever played the Prince of Persia? I think it's the one for PlayStation 3, I
Yeah.
believe. Like the
Looks
same
pretty cool.
graphic concept as that.
It reminds me a lot of like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's another good comparison.
The thing that made me pop off super hard was this next game, Spelunky 2.
Oh boy.
To which I go, what? Yes! The fucking moon? So, it's going to feature, for those who are uncultured swines and don't know about Spelunky, Spelunky is a really fun roguelike game where you just spelunk through a cavern and fight enemies and try to get riches. This one is adding much more, like being able to ride turkeys, online multiplayer, branching paths, a new shop system, lots of new items. Let's see here. New characters that can either help or hinder you. The dogs still look adorable. There is a gun to create multiple dogs. So it's already the best game ever. 10 out of 10. They're also adding new mechanics, and it is coming out September 15th for PlayStation 4. I own this game so many times. I own it on my PC, my PS3, my Vita, and my PS4. I fucking love Spelunky. Next is Genshin Impact, which is a game that has had its fair share of controversy throughout the years. It was shown off at a Chinese gaming expo about a year or two ago. And yeah, people saw it, got super pissed off. There was a bunch of people in the crowd that were holding their copies of Breath of the Wild in the air, flipping off the people at the booth. One guy got so pissed that he grabbed his PlayStation 4, threw it to the ground on the show floor in front of the booth, and just started smashing it up. It's basically Breath of the Wild if anime. It's Breath of the Wild if anime.
Hmm.
Game is anime as fuck. Coming out autumn
Anime
2020. Coming out autumn 2020 for PS4. Aeon Must Die is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It takes place in the future. It might not be a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It might be a 2D 1v1 fighter. Who knows? Coming out 2021 for PS4. Maybe because in other breaking news, big old oof. So all of Aeon Must Die devs quit the studio this week due to crunch and lack of payment. The trailer was outsourced to artists without contracts.
Really?
Wow.
Yep. So who knows if this game's gonna come out?
That's fucking funny.
Anno Mutanum. Sure. Is a 2.5D adventure game in a Blade Runner looking city. It's hack and slash combat, also guns. Transform your melee weapon into multiple types of weapons. So one of the things you can turn it from a big old sword to like a dual sword, like a Darth Maul saber, to dual blades, and just smack around. Infinite combo potential. Coming out December 2020 for PS4 and apparently PS4 Pro. Everyone's favorite game, Bug Snack, was also shown off there. It is a first-person game where you trap bug snacks, and you help bring people back to Snackburg. And there's also a giant flying pizza monster. Nothing really surprises me anymore.
It doesn't sound bad, honestly.
Coming
Yeah,
out
Pizza
this
Monster.
coming out this holiday on PlayStation 5.
It's weird looking.
Star Wars Vader Immortal is the next game. You got to take down Darth Vader. Looks like
Yeah.
what Star Wars Connect wanted to be. It's a VR
PSVR.
game. Yep. Yeah, multiple different types of lightsabers. You got the Force powers coming out August 25th. So later this month for PlayStation VR. Control AWE or Control Awe. It's the new DLC for Control. Looks like more horror related. Coming out August 27th. Auto Chess is coming to the PlayStation 4. The Pedestrian is that's coming out October 31st. The Pedestrian is a game where it's draw pictures, stick people running on different drawing surfaces. 2D platformer, you can connect the different surfaces together. So one of the things they showed was in an office building, there was a whiteboard on a door, and they walked from the whiteboard off screen to another whiteboard somewhere in the room and did some puzzles and stuff. That's coming out January 2021 for PS4.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, you literally like you draw a line from one like piece of paper to the other, and then the pedestrian.
Yep.
And you basically draw a line from like one like piece of paper to the other, and then your character moves over, and you have to like. So yeah, it's definitely a puzzle game. It's pretty cool.
It's
Pedestrian.
New game in years. That's what they're saying. Oh, come on. Trying to
It's
show
pretty
you
cool looking.
the preview, but I got an ad. For one.
Oh,
course.
you gotta love it.
Thank you.
Well, hey, while you're looking at that ad, let's talk about Hood, Outlaws and Legends. You're a thief. You try to steal riches from soldiers. Other groups are trying to get the treasure as well. That's coming out next year for PlayStation 5.
I'm looking at it now. It honestly looks like fucking Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. It looks like kind of going to have that hero multiplayer, like the hero shooter feel,
Yeah.
but melee. It seems like For Honor. So we talked about a Genshin Impact, which is a Breath of the Wild knockoff. Hey, let's talk about Temtem, the Pokemon ripoff.
Yeah. I'm looking at this
Yeah,
now.
I
I thought I was gonna say it's Breath of the Wild meets Pokemon.
Yeah, so Temtem is that one Pokemon
Yeah.
That's not a Pokemon game. That's not a Pokemon game. It's being published by Humble Games, which is interesting. That's coming out 2021 for the PS5. And then the last thing that they showed off was more Godfall gameplay. Here's the combat overview. The game is a looter slasher. You can play alone or online with up to 2 other players. The world is split up into elemental realms. All loot and gear is only unlocked through gameplay. No microtransactions, no waiting for content. Quote, all in the game on day 1. And it is, quote, a fluid, dynamic, and interactive combat. Game rewards you for being aggressive. Doesn't like it when you kind of sit back and try to block everything. You want to get up in the faces and start smacking people. The weapon classes, you have your long sword, your dual blades, your polearm, your 2-handed warhammer, and your 2-handed greatsword. Each weapon class plays differently. You can quick swap between weapons, it looks like, and that's coming out this holiday season for PlayStation 5.
I like
And yeah, no Silent Hill.
it. Fuckers.
I don't even want it at this point. I don't want a new Silent Hill at this point. Konami's just gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
It'll be
really.
interesting.
They don't even have they can't even remake or even make a good version of an HD remake of 1 and 2 because they don't have the source code anymore. They have very
Wouldn't
early
they just,
builds just
lose
laying
it?
there. Yeah, they just lost it. So they would have to build it from the ground up if they want to remake it.
That wouldn't be that difficult today.
Yeah, they're just gonna
I just
fuck
don't
it up.
understand how you do that. How you lose the source code for your fucking
One of the biggest games.
like. Hey, did you have that flash drive with that source code on it? Oh no, I left it in my pants pocket back at the hotel.
Shit, okay.
I left it at the Starbucks across the road, and I went back to grab it, and it wasn't there. Oh, okay.
No big deal.
Or they're on computers from like 1992 that were kept in a storeroom because you guys upgraded to new fast, SATA hard drives because your old IDE hard drives don't work anymore. So
Yeah, there's that too.
Your SCSI hard drives didn't work anymore.
yeah, you couldn't read Laserdiscs anymore. So
It would be one thing if this was like a one-off series that failed that sold 100,000 copies.
yeah, I
This would
figured
be different if it was that.
if it was your second game, you figured you'd keep that one safe.
It's your second game and the most popular one in the series. And a series that you've made 6 iterations of. 7 games of. That's
and 7
like
movies and a series of animes.
No, that's Resident Evil. This is Silent Hill. Silent Hill only had 2 shitty movies. Only 2. Yeah. So, I mean, that's like if Capcom was like, yeah, guys, the reason we remade Resident Evil 2 so vastly different from the original is because we just didn't have the original anymore. We lost it. We accidentally threw it out. It got deleted. But that's it that I have for news. So that sounds like a podcast.
I think so too. Let's see what's coming out in the next week, shall we, boys?
All right, this is up until the 16th.
Yeah, it
Why
is.
is it showing me movies? I selected
Bitch.
Don't care about movies. Hey, what's wrong with trying to pick up girls in a dungeon?
I fucking see this.
Infinite Combat.
It's actually the name of the movie. I mean, the game.
That's coming out on PC, PS4, and Switch on the 11th. Based off of the hit anime, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Hyperscape also comes out on the 11th. It says for PS4 and PC. Prehistoric Dude comes out for PS4 and PC on the 11th. Brunch Club comes out for Xbox One and PS4 on the 11th. On the 12th, we've got Banner of the Maid coming out for PS4 and Switch. Zero Strain coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. Volta X coming out for PC and Switch. Escape from Tethys for the Xbox One. Prehistoric Dude coming out for the Xbox One on the 12th. Metamorphosis coming out for the PS4 and PC on the 12th. On the 13th, we've got Bite the Bullet for the PC and Switch. Ever Forward coming out for the PC. Boomerang Fu coming out for the Switch and PC. Faria coming out for the Switch and Xbox One. Or Feyra, I guess. Guys, don't forget on the 13th. So, what is that? Wednesday? Thursday? What? When's the 13th? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Don't forget to. Thanks, guys, for helping me out there. Don't forget to.
I just knew I worked
Sorry.
that day, so I was like, fuck it. It's someday this week.
Don't forget to go onto the Epic Game Store to receive your free copy of Troy, A Total War Saga on August 13th, coming out for PC and Linux. The Ambassador, Fractured Timelines, comes out for Xbox One. Darkestville Castle comes out for the PS4 and the Switch on the 13th. The Alto Collection, fantastic game, coming out for PC and Xbox One. Dying Light Hellraid comes out for the PC on the 13th. Through the Darkest of Times comes out for the Xbox One on the 13th. Zero Strain comes out for the Switch on the 13th. Kill It With Fire comes out for the PC. Double Kick Heroes comes out for the Switch. And then on the 14th, we got Car Mechanics Simulator Classic coming out for the Xbox One. Dreamscaper coming out for the PC. Lynn Path of Orchids, or Orchards, coming out for the Xbox One. Dying Light Hellraid coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. Eastern Exorcist coming out for the PC. Of Tanks and Demons 3 coming out for something. Switch and
What a
Xbox
games.
One.
Yeah, there are.
On the 14th, we also have this fight brought to you by EA Sports UFC 4 coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One. Explorer of Night coming out for the Xbox One. Bite the Bullet coming out for the Xbox One. Prehistoric Dude coming out for the Switch. And finally, on the 14th of August, Cooking Simulator coming out for the Xbox One. Back to you guys.
Oh, then there's nothing for
Yeah,
quite some time. then.
Thursday's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So
games.
I'll make sure to text you guys and remind y'all to download
Roll up.
download Total Wars.
For TVs and movies, there's actually like nothing. There's a bunch of series that are coming out that aired in like January, February that are coming to DVD. I don't know who buys TV series on DVD now. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can buy the Blacklist season 7 on Blu-ray. Like I have no idea who buys that anymore. When it's all on Netflix. But if you want it, you can. And that's honestly it. Amazon, or not Amazon, yeah, Amazon Prime, has on the 14th the world's toughest race. It is the Fiji race. It is the race where you have 11 days to basically cross all of Fiji, which is hundreds of miles through the whole train side of the. Basically, you have to cross the whole entire country of Fiji in this world's toughest race, and they filmed it. That's coming to Amazon Prime on the 14th. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I think it would be interesting. It's like Tough Mudder and all that stuff, but you're crossing a country.
CrossFit.
Yeah. So one of the key factors is a son completes it with his dad, and his dad has Alzheimer's. And he was able to complete it with his father.
Ooh. Infinity Train season 3 is coming August 13th. If you've ever watched that show, it's really pretty.
No, I have not. I've seen that on here. I've never.
Yeah,
I'll
I just
definitely check
figured
that
I'd
out.
take a look. Yeah, that's a really pretty show.
Oh, nice.
Blacklist season 7. That's today, the 11th.
Yep. Yeah, there's and Apple TV is getting
Yeah.
a comedy about Ted Lasso. It's about a soccer coach.
Nothing
And
funny about the beautiful game. Nothing funny about it at all.
No, not at all.
Series.
There is a Netflix series coming. It's called The Great Heist. It's inspired by true events. The Great Heist follows the assault on the Bank of the Republic, also known as the robbery of the century. 1994, a band of thieves stole three, $33 million
Wow.
from a bank of the Republic, putting the whole country upside down. So that's one of Netflix's crazy ass documentaries. That's on the 13th. That's on the 14th. There's that as well. And that's all I got. Uh, where can we find you? Start back into the old routine there, James.
All right. Well, you can find me getting dunked on Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, maybe Cyber Hunter. Probably get back Ghost of Tsushima soon. And whatever else. Maybe me getting fucking cheated out of a win in Fall Guys. At YouTube or at twitch.tv/people8studios. And if you miss a stream or want to check out some of the other videos, wonderful content that I have on that channel, like the What Would You Look at That series, where I take a look at video
Yeah.
games real
Would
quick.
you look at it? You looking at it, James?
Yeah, I look at it. I look at it every time I edit it.
You know, I'm looking at it thinking, would you just look at the.
I'll make sure to clip that so I can use that as the opening.
Oh, good.
Fucking good.
You can go to youtube.com/people8studios. And then if you want to see what I'm playing, go to or doing with my life or what have you, go to Twitter at peopleIHate10. Hey Mark, what are you up to? What are you gonna be up to?
Who really knows? But if I ever make any kind of content, it'll be on Twitch or YouTube at MarkDude701. If you ever want to check it out. I don't know how much gaming I'll be doing. I got a pretty busy schedule, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm working on it. I just need to get my life together, and then we'll work on that. But if I ever do it, you can see it on Twitch or YouTube at MarkDude701. How about you, Jeff?
Yeah. So I'm on the internet doing stuff. Sometimes.
Neat.
On occasion.
Yeah, on occasion. And
tell me
the
more.
places I will. That stuff you can occasionally check out when it's happening. If you click the notification button, you'll get a little bazanga when I do something, which I don't.
Bazunga, Sheldor. Bazongas.
One of the things I wanted to talk about, not tonight, like right now, but James, man, we got to get together with the Chatterbox.
We do.
I'm really interested in doing something there, but other than that, I got a couple games on my radar. Probably going to be playing more Grounded. Might even stream some of that.
There you go.
Just for shits and giggles. But I can be found at Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch and on the YouTube. Twitter, you're going to be Splash Screen G, and then Facebook is Team Splash Screen, and the Instagram is that too. But Facebook and probably the Discord, which is usually somewhere around here, is usually probably the best place, the best way to get a hold of me. But yeah, it's kind of that. Who's next?
Walker.
For myself, I also forgot to mention during my week, I finished The Big Bang Theory. Finally.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I watched them all the episodes. Never watched season 12 before, so I finally was able.
That makes me
Now
stop
it's the
saying I'm
question:
sorry.
will I remember to cancel my HBO Max? So who knows? For myself, you can find me at Captain Geek 15 and all. Been thinking about changing the name to like just the Captain or the Captain, dropping the Geek part of it, but who knows? We'll see. And maybe some Cyber Hunter with some James and play Apex. New season comes out this week, and as well as some Grounded. We do have to play Sea of Thieves again because we do have to do that new.
Agreed.
But that's pretty much it for me. And as always, you can where at Level Podcast Patreon. If you'd like to be a part of the Patreon, be part of the Unlocked Nation, you can do that at patreon.com/Level Podcast, and follow us on all the socials, including the Twitter. If you would like to be a part of an amazing business opportunity, you can
Very
find
good.
that opportunity at what,
It's
James?
not a pyramid scheme. It's multi-level marketing at multi-level marketing, not a pyramid scheme.
And where can you find that opportunity at, James?
LVL Unlocked Scheme. That's LVL Unlocked Scheme.
Exactly. Make sure you go there and follow it. And email us at levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. And we will see you guys here bright and early, 10 p.m. Central, Eastern, Pacific time next week, episode 81. Y'all have a great night or morning whenever you're listening to it.
Have an
Bye.
awesome day, people. God bless. Thanks for your time.